everybody. It's the Super Bowl of Europe. Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid. I'm here with Glory Hunter Leach, Glory Hunter N, and Junior Glory Hunter and content creator, Mr. Ipswich Ben. Hello, gentlemen. How are you today?
Very, very good. Happy to be here. Brilliant fun we have.
I am looking forward to this. I think this is the battle of, I don't know, it's like I really think the only chance Dortmund has is to really beat them on transition, keep the yellow brick wall up, and hope they can contain some of the talent that Real Madrid has up front. And I really think that's the only way. I don't think it's impossible, but I think it's also unlikely. Nick, where are you in this game?
Yeah, I think you're exactly right with that. I think transition is the only way Dortmund are going to pull this off. They're not going to be able to play Madrid off the park, especially when you look at that Madrid midfield. You know, they don't stand a chance of trying to dominate this game. And so, yeah, they just have to play like they did against PSG, play like so ridiculously good at the back that they can contain the likes of Bellingham and Vinicius and, you know, steal a goal on the break like they did and maybe win it.
Ben, they were able to do it to Mbappe. Can they do it to the front lines of Bellingham and Vinicius Jr.?
No, and look, I really do rate this Borussia Dortmund squad. They have the likes of Jadon Sancho, Marco Reus, who will want to end his career on a high, his career at Dortmund on a high. But if you look at this Real Madrid squad, they have world-class players all over the field. Toni Kroos, he'll want to end his career at Real Madrid as well with a Champions League level. So I can only see it going one way, really.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about Real Madrid a little bit. Leach. As far as Real Madrid teams go, and obviously the winningest team in history when it comes to Champions Leagues, how does this team stack up against some of those teams?
Pretty all right, I guess. It's a new dynamic. Back in the day, they had very, very strong forwards, physically strong. These days, it transitioned more to a technical front two with Rodrigo and Vinicius, who on paper aren't even proper strikers but wingers, which enables especially Bellingham to drop in as like a false nine behind them. And the entire idea of the entire system is have the backbone with Valverde, Camavinga, and Kroos as the technical mastermind behind these three very talented, very young, very agile three in the front who themselves can shift around on the pitch freely, essentially. They have like all the freedom in front of the three defensive central midfielders, and it's a challenge to keep them at bay, and that will be the biggest issue, I guess, for the Dortmund team, because the other teams they faced are more stagnant up top. These are three very fast-paced, agile guys, and super talented. Follow-up
question: as women get more rights, do they get migraine headaches?
Yes.
Yes. Hey, how are you feeling as a German with Toni Kroos retiring? Is that anything? I know you're absolutely ice cold, but what's your feelings? What do you think the feeling in Germany that, you know, we really only have about 10 games left with him if we're lucky?
He is if he wins this, especially if he wins this Champions League title, he is literally in the Mount Rushmore of German football players.
Mm-hmm.
I think winning the 6th title would put him like on par, if he isn't already there, with the likes of like Beckenbauer and guys. He has a world championship. He has 5 Champions League. He won 2 different leagues with Bayern in Germany and Real Madrid in Spain over and over and over again. He is to be considered one of the best midfield players of all time.
Really? You agree with that, Nick?
Yep.
On Toni Kroos?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think he's been world class for like 12, 13 years now, which is like a ridiculously long amount of time to be at that level. And yeah, he's won like so much over his career. It's ridiculous when you look at the amount of trophies he's won. I mean, yeah, he's been at Real Madrid for a lot of that time, but then he's been good enough to be the starting midfielder for Real Madrid for all that time as well. So it really speaks to his quality. I think as far as like this generation goes, he's easily like a top 10 player from this generation.
Ipswich, Ben, why would anybody want to hear Lenny Kravitz sing or do anything else? He seems to be doing it now. What's his problem?
I just think people have a very bad taste in music. I think it's a word at the moment where the only answer, really.
He really doesn't look any different than he did in 1990. He took care of himself. We're happily watching.
Plastic surgery.
I'll ask you something because I watched your video that you did for us on the Dying Football. This looks very Americanized to me. How do you feel about this?
Look, I mean, if it's something like a Champions League final, which has a worldwide appeal, then I don't mind it so much. If there was an English team in the final, then you'll hear plenty of, we call them gammon down here, but you'll hear plenty of, like English fans who aren't really into this kind of thing complaining about, like what we're seeing right now, which is Lenny Kravitz trying to dance, singing on stage with some people dancing around him. But yeah, I don't mind it if it's at the Champions League final.
Yeah.
But if it was at Ipswich v Norwich, then well, I don't know, I'd be pretty annoyed at that.
So you're typical Englishman, stuffy, and you like things boring and cold.
Yeah, you hear my voice. No personality. Boring and cold is my middle name.
I believe the words you were looking for, Tommy, was classy.
Well, I'd be lying. I need to be impartial. I need to be honest.
Classy.
I don't know. I don't know. I watched his video on Dying Football. I got what you were saying. It's just that as big as football is, it's getting bigger, and I think you're fight. It's resistance is futile. I think every single team on earth should have a TV show, and it wouldn't be that hard to do. You just need to follow them around to game day, release the last week's episode after game day, and you can put it on YouTube. And I think it makes it more international, and it brings in money if people want to watch it. I wish Van Wiesbaden would do it. I don't think it would even cost more than 10, anywhere between 20 and 50 grand a year to do it. And you just get like two YouTubers to give one guy a camera, the one guy an editor, have them submit the day before the match the video, have somebody craft a narrative every week, and that's it. You wouldn't even need a narrator, or you wouldn't have to be as sophisticated as like Welcome to Wrexham. But I think every team should probably do that, because I think that's the next step, and it's the only way you're going to be able to earn money and compete with. It's what reality show you're going to watch. I know that makes you nuts, but that's it. And I see what's going on here right now. This looks like the Super Bowl. I got to be honest. It looks like a halftime show to me.
I'm shaking right now, literally shaking.
Hey Nick, does this kind of stuff piss you off?
Not really.
No.
I don't really give a shit, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't like if it was the Premier League. I think I agree with that sort of sentiment where, like, because it's the Champions League, I don't really give a shit. But if it was over here, like FA Cup final, they pulled this out, then that would probably piss me off. Because you can't be doing that like a FA Cup final. Like, what the fuck? But Champions League, sure, whatever. It's a global event.
Hey, Leach, does Englishmen have sticks up their ass?
What do you mean?
They can't even have a good time. It has to be raining and boring.
I mean, it's customary, right?
Yes.
I don't get the question. Question doesn't make any sense. It's a given.
It's a given. I don't know. I think this
careful stereotypes.
I'm American. Yeah, well, that's.
If you,
I'm not.
Look, we have two English guys in here, and on a rate of 100%, you agreed with a stereotype. Therefore, it can't be a stereotype.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Okay, ratioed.
He's conceded. I don't know. Listen, I'm not I'm not that sophisticated a comedian. I can only make fun of people and stereotypes. I'm very simple. That being said, I hate the Olympics. I hate the halftime show at the Super Bowl. I hate all that stuff, and I'm as American as apple pie. I don't like any of this stuff, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, I can't imagine the players care that much about it. I can't imagine like Slaughterback being back there and say, "Oh shit, Lenny Kravitz," you know, I just can't see it.
Starstruck, mate.
You said Lenny Kravitz, you know.
Tony Kroos sitting in the back shivering, can't take the pressure.
Yeah, no. Ooh, Jay-Z, you know.
Doesn't want to embarrass himself in front of Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, he's
What
a
is
worldwide
Michael
star.
Jackson
We all
doing in
love Lenny
Wembley?
Kravitz.
This game is court. Where in London is being played, Nick?
Well, Wembley.
Oh, that is Wembley. All right. And that's like a.
Oh, that is Lenny Kravitz. That is Wembley.
That's a neutral stadium, sort of like the one they have in Scotland, right? That's not a. Is that any?
The national team stadium.
That's the national team stadium. Gotcha.
That's where all the finals are played over here, like FA Cup, playoffs for like higher leagues and whatnot.
As we make fun of the American acts, the players are in the tunnel with all the brats that they have to hold their hands and pretend they care about. They're ready to come out. Get excited, boys.
Not nice. Not very nice that you talk about the referee like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Do we know anything about this referee, actually? That's actually a pretty good question.
He's Slovenian.
Who is reffing?
He's Slovenian. Easily bought.
Good referee.
Very poor country, easily paid off. I don't think that was a good move. I'd rather have somebody from a larger country.
His biggest final he thus far refed was the victory of Frankfurt over Glasgow in 2022.
That was a great game. And if I remember correctly, that was a well-refed game, to be completely honest with you. Yeah. That was well done. So, well, I hope that actually works out. Zidane and
controversial decisions.
Who is that next to him? I can't tell. It's Zidane and who else?
Dan and Luis Figo.
Oh, it's Figo. Oh, Figo. He was great. Is he a good manager?
No, but I haven't got any
Go ahead.
Dortmund players there, have they?
Oh yeah, they don't really have anyone interesting, do they?
No.
Who are they going to bring out?
Sammer
Lewandowski?
Or someone like that. Sammer in the 90s that won it with them, right? Was it? They won it in the 90s. Surely you get someone from that team.
1997.
Paul Lambert. Paul Lambert's still around, so you could do something.
The left guy is 100% British. I can tell by his teeth.
Oh.
Hey.
I don't know. Ipswich Ben's got nice.
Stereotype jar.
Ipswich Ben's got nice teeth, and he's a hillbilly over there in Ipswich. Actually, you don't live over there, do you?
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you live?
No, I live in Cornwall. So still
country now.
I
Devon's like way more hillbilly.
Yeah. But
there must be some other genetics going on.
But did you tell me Ipswich and Norwich are like the hillbillies of England?
Well, yeah.
Six
they're the
fingers,
inbred
six
lot, I
toes.
suppose.
Yeah.
The old farm. That's like one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Oh, the Tifu's come out for. What's this about? Is that the
Queen?
What section is? Oh wow! The Dortmund fans pulling up a little bit of a copy of what do they do? What is that Tifu about? I have no idea.
They're in England and they're Dortmund.
Yeah.
The Champions League music plays, which has to be some of the most annoying music in sports. Hey there,
Great.
sister.
You take that back.
It's awful.
Iconic.
Great.
Funny when fans boo it though.
I can't stand the music.
Well, it's based on the song that they used to coronate the king over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the original song is what they play during the coronations.
So now they just play it for a bunch of football slobs.
But when they put the crown on Charles's head, the Champions League song was playing.
No way.
Legit.
A bunch of fat blokes in
Not
Newcastle
the
shirt.
the like tune, yeah.
Flags waving in the background.
Congratulations, you outlived your mom.
England are a joke of a country.
Just about.
Deeney's a dangerous player. And there he is. I love that he smiled with the tooth, like full Krug's and Ultra.
You know, if
Missing tooth.
if Dortmund were to win, only Emre can do it.
Wolfsburg is like the
Still a
most
damn good.
lonely-
It's still a damn good team. Couldn't believe
It's like the German Ribery.
Yeah.
What a season for Jadon Sancho, going from irrelevance to the Champions League final.
Which proves if you leave United, you will win something.
Yeah.
Apart from Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because apparently he can't win anything in Saudi Arabia.
He won
But did
last
say It's
night.
very tough out there.
He won last night.
Oh, he actually won though.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, he lost. He lost last night. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Right,
There
he
you
lost
go.
last night.
He was in tears.
Of course he is. Messi's got one more than he does. Look who do you think he's competing with? He's the one that ran his mouth saying the MLS was shite. Did I just say shite?
Well, yeah. It is.
The
You know, Messi
British
stepped in
lingo
from
is-
straight away. Ronaldo's had years of trying to graft over there in Saudi Arabia and can't quite hack it. Clearly, it's a higher level.
Game was great though. I gotta admit, it was an awesome game. Great entertainment. You like football, you like entertainment. That's it. What's with switching the jersey? They switched the jerseys around. They took the Dortmund in the bottom. They all should have their names on their shoulders. It's stupid rule. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't understand why teams put the names on the bottom of their shirts. It's weird.
Yeah, because I'm not
That's
really
it when you're watching
looking at
TV.
They do that in rugby, so it's like a rugby thing down here where they do it. Probably didn't that, but
It's weird.
I heard it's because they don't want the team. They don't want they don't want the player above the team, which I understand in principle. But the idea of putting the player's name in the back is so people can identify him from television.
Right, just don't put the team's name on the back then.
Well, you can do
Sorted.
that. Well, you can do it like Vehen does. They have a little Vehen Wiesbaden and then the name right below it, which is the smartest thing to do.
Yeah, we'll do that. Have like a little one on the back of the collar.
And it's above the name, so.
Sorted.
We got kickoff, everybody. 2024 Champions League has begun. We'll get that scoreboard up for you as soon as possible.
Dortmund with 100% ball possession right now. Incredible.
absolutely dumb. Wait, jinxed it.
He's outdone himself.
But not score.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I think Real Madrid are going to have to do more if they want to win this game.
And they played
Tiny little
quite
team
well
over
for the
in
first
Spain.
30 seconds. By the way, Tommy, do you remember when you said about Iredale that he's like a fan who became like a football player?
Yes.
Terzic is like a coach, like a fan who became a coach.
He likes it.
Because he's literally like, I don't think he spent any minute outside of the Dortmund stadium. I think he lives there.
Well, I kind of like that.
Well, that's the thing, yeah, because he came in as an interim, and then when they already had Rosa coming in, and then he did like pretty well and would have had job offers to leave for the permanent because Dortmund decided to stick with Rosa, and he just stayed. He just sat around for a year until Rosa got sacked.
No, he became the technical director. He's like been in on and off for Dortmund for like forever. He has been since 2010. He was a coach. Then he trained the under-19s, the second team, the under-17s, the under-15s, and then he went to like Besiktas and West Ham to get his UEFA Pro license as an assistant coach. And then he came back, became assistant coach, then interim coach, full-time coach, kicked out for Rose, technical director, back to coaching. He's like literally like Dortmund bound. Unfireable. Even if they fire him, they can't fire him because he still just stay there.
Like a
Camp
rat.
in the stadium.
He'd rather be a ball boy than play in Real Madrid at Dortmund.
You could just hire him as like a janitor or something.
Dortmund and the no one ever thought they were
Window
going to be in the
keeper.
final.
No, they finished 5th as well in the Bundesliga.
No, they didn't have a great year.
it's a hell of an achievement.
Strange though, isn't it?
And they beat PSG, so you can't say they had an easy path to the final.
Oh, yeah,
No,
so
they
they-
I
might
would
be
say they really
able to beat
outplayed
them as
PSG. I watched that game,
Yeah.
and or at least the last one, and they kept Kylian Mbappe quiet, which is here comes Vinicius working on the left side, doing his magic. Loses.
Overhit it.
Oh, he's still got it. No, he's out. Throw in.
Corner? Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh, he's
completely
pumped.
outplayed PSG. Like, full domination. PSG can do anything.
Vinicius Jr. trying to piss off the ultras again.
How racist are the Dortmund fans, do you reckon?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't know, 7, maybe?
It's not in Italy. Not Italy.
If it was like Juventus or Millwall down here, then maybe.
Yeah, that's a little different.
You know the big
I'd really
kerfuffle
believe
for
them if it was against Millwall.
the big kerfuffle for Dortmund is if they win the Champions League, they get 20 million, and if they lose and Bellingham wins the Champions League, they get 25 million. So
Win-win.
Throw the game.
They're
Go
gonna
on,
throw
throw the
it,
game.
yeah. Think of the
just
money.
do the turkey thing. Just walk off after like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that would be an outrage.
Yeah, we did a watch along in that game. We did a watch along in that game, you know, Fenerbahce.
Just imagine Dortmund just walks off after like 2 minutes.
Real Madrid moving the ball really well.
And it was interesting hearing Marco Reus talking about this game before, because Marco Reus almost admitted that Real Madrid were the better team and that they would be the underdogs in the game. So hearing all the players and the manager talk was, yeah, interesting.
How German of him.
To be fair, the underdog mentality might work out for them, though, to be fair. Less pressure.
Claiming the underdog is always good. If you fail, happens. And if you
were
win,
expected to.
Yeah, like nobody would be disappointed in Dortmund if they failed to win, if they lost, because again, it's to be expected.
it's like playing
Dortmund mounting an
disabled person.
attack,
If you
centers
beat
it,
them,
headed away.
It's like playing disabled people. You know, if you beat them, you can't be proud of beating disabled people. And if you lose, you're the guy who lost to disabled people. So that's.
Dortmund are going on the counter-attack, by the way, and they've got a corner. So Dortmund, first corner of the game. They've caught Madrid a couple of times off guard so far. I would say Madrid are the better team.
That looks cooler than this job.
What do you think of Courtois starting?
Wait, sorry, say that again?
What do we all think of Courtois starting in goal, by the way? Because there was some
Oh, yeah.
controversy surrounding that.
Corner kick, Dortmund.
Fight support.
Good delivery.
I understand that you want to play your best keeper, but at the same
Sorry,
time,
pick that up.
Lunin did get them there. I'm not really sure what I would do in that situation. That is like really hard to choose.
If I were Luna in
Is
this
he
summer,
leading
I'm
in the
done.
summer?
Yeah, if I were him,
Yeah.
I'd move on.
He could go anywhere at the moment in Europe, and top Premier League team. If Edison leaves Man City, then he might go there.
Yeah, could be a potential.
Good.
Chelsea are in the market for a keeper supposedly, so you'd assume he's got to be on the list if he's
Yeah,
available.
Yeah. Yeah, Dortmund are getting really stuck in. Do you reckon experience in these type of games, where in my opinion Madrid have more experience than Dortmund,
Yes.
do you reckon they'll play factor in it?
I think it always does. I think the more guys you have that have been down the road, or even guys that have lost in the semifinals. It helps because I don't think you can simulate the pressure. I think it's one of those things where you have to actually have done it, and I think it's just like it's equivalent of being battle hardened. And I think that goes. I don't think that's football. I think that's sports in general.
Yeah, you see it from like a lot of teams when they win like a final. It's usually they lost one not too long ago. Sort of thing. It happens all the time, and it's probably just down to that. They play it the first time round, lose, but then they get the experience, so that when they come back, they're ready for it a lot more.
Unless you're Arsenal, of course, then you just lose all the time. Yeah, Madrid are trying to contain them because Dortmund, again, they have sprung a couple of counters onto Madrid.
Madrid slowing the pace down a little too. Long ball.
Jude Bellingham, how are you feeling playing against your former team in a cup final?
Yeah, he better concede 2 own goals, man.
He was not well liked over there. Bellingham.
Really?
No. And there were rumors as soon as he left that they didn't miss him. I saw that in the German
Arrogance
papers.
or
Jude Bellingham.
He's like outspoken, isn't he?
I never heard the reason. I think it was more locker room related. And, you know, like, look, with any of those papers, it's rumor. But I had heard that. But I really haven't seen anything from Jude that really rubs me the wrong way. It's just some stuff I read in the German papers.
Just always seems to be playing the game in a slightly lower gear to everyone else, Toni Kroos.
But apparently nobody was particularly devastated when he was gone.
And you'll hear these things after players leave, so who knows how.
Yeah, you don't know. It could have been just some
valid
one guy that talked to a reporter privately, that just didn't like him, and the rest of the locker room did, and just spread a rumor. You know, and it happens all the time. There's rumors that all the stuff that came out about Ronaldo was basically Maguire was the leak. You know, so you don't know.
He does look like a rat, though, doesn't he?
He does.
A big slab head rat.
Oh, slab head, slab face, what do they call him?
Slabhead.
Slabhead.
Have you ever watched Flushed Away? He's like the fat rat out of the 2 stupid ones that are chasing after him.
The Wayne Rooney of shit centre-backs.
Yeah. Good no call by the ref, I want to point out by the but there's some contact.
Yeah, Sancho onto Valverde.
No, he ran into him.
You know, usually on these occasions, the referee, considering that he is blowing the whistle for Real Madrid, would just give the Dortmund player a straight red card just for touching the Madrid player. But
it's interesting to see how referees manage the occasion, because yesterday we watched the Camel, I don't know what we call it, the King's Cup final, and the referee there was very whistle happy. So it'd be interesting to see how the referee.
Were you about to say something about camels?
I was going to call it the Camel's final, but then I realised.
No, that's because Hentai for Life was so anti us watching that.
Yeah, that really.
By the way, considering Bellingham's dislike at Dortmund, at a few occasions on the pitch, he visibly scolded his teammates. There was an instance where he scolded their former left back, and he.
Real Madrid working in, shot goes high with the bar.
According to a lip reader from BBC, he said, "You can't play a effing pass. You are fucking doo-doo." So he
I believe
that sounds very British.
He insulted his teammates while on the pitch. He constantly thought he was being overshadowed by Erling Haaland.
Makes sense.
It's easy to be overshadowed by a 6'4" Viking.
Who's scoring like every single week.
Yeah, I know. The guy's amazing.
No, to be fair, I believe that, because when you see Bellingham now, he has so much like like so much of the clips and like things that come out about him do feel like very PR orientated. Like it does feel like he's really trying to build like a really good PR for things like the Ballon d'Or rather than just like all being genuine.
Vinicius Jr.
guess
being
Dortmund have defended really well so far.
Vinicius Jr. being shut down by the yellow brick wall. Oh, foul. It's on Sancho.
Did he go down easily, do you think, Tommy?
I think well, I'm really picky about this stuff, but I think he clipped him from behind in the legs. Well,
I
we'll
think,
see here.
I think Camavinga should see a red card for that.
No. Nah, I think it's a straight foul. Not a yellow card, though.
No.
I only go to the cards if things are getting out of hand. Certainly that he tried to play the ball. He misplayed it. Let's go. Let's play the game. Dortmund moving through the midfield. Oh, it's been something of a full crew. Stops it in the box. Looks to drop it back to Wolf. Wolf fires! It just goes wide.
Oh,
Grant, excuse me.
Grant.
I don't know why I said Wolf.
Was there contact?
More, I thought it was Maurice Wolf.
What a run by Fulkrug. What a man.
Now, Fulkrug controlled in the box after getting a high pass. He dropped it to Brandt. Brandt was shoved, and he almost tucked it.
I think that
Nacho
might.
did
Is
a
it,
very
a,
good job
is, it,
closing down.
is it a corner kick? Nope.
No, it was straight out.
It did look as though it went off. Yeah.
Oh, I think they blow at least 2 of those a game. You know that? I always thought so.
He's 6'2" of bustle and menace. Selfless striker. Bellingham.
Again, in the opening 15 minutes, you know, like it proves that Madrid can't take Dortmund lightly because they've been on the counter. They've been a fairly robust team so far, getting involved in challenges.
Vinny Jr.
And way over the bar.
Probably could have took his time a little more and puts it right over the bar.
Controversial opinion, he's really overrated.
Ooh. I don't know if he's overrated.
I wouldn't call him world class though.
Real
Yeah,
Madrid.
because I've never seen a spectacular like. Of course, he's always had good seasons, but I've never seen him like being mentioned for like Ballon d'Or or like properly stand out. I'm gonna get slaughtered now in the comments, but
Yeah.
in the chat. But...
I think he's like number 4 in the I don't know, in the predictions for him to win it. Bellingham slightly ahead of him.
I think Bellingham's favourite. I think Vinicius might be second favourite.
Yeah,
To
I
be
think
fair.
he's definitely in the convo.
Mbappe third. I
All sorts
assume.
of press here by Dortmund.
Yeah,
If
probably.
they don't get caught upfield. Bellingham moving it in. Drops to
Vinicius
Vinny
Jr. as of
Jr.
lately is the top favorite to win the Ballon d'Or. Before Jude
Shout out to
Bellingham.
the chat, by the way. So the people in the chat are already going on about how Ipswich can't beat the Canaries. So shout out to everybody who's watching right now.
Thank you, everybody. First time here. Appreciate a sub and share. Got football rants, podcasts every week, and more to come on Glory Hunters. Join the Discord, join the Discord, join the Discord. It's a community project, and we're always looking for new people to contribute.
You what? A price of 7-1 for Toni Kroos for the Ballon d'Or isn't a bad shout. They win this and he wins the Euros. I reckon he could win it.
And he could win the Euros as well.
Yeah.
I can't see England winning it, but
Not with Gareth Southgate's new fit.
oh god, no.
He looks embarrassing. But
He looks like a dad on his holiday.
yeah.
Ademi fighting for the ball. Ademi. You know, and no, I'm sure you can point out some mistakes in play, mild stuff for Dortmund, but at no stretch are they being dominated.
Not yet, no.
Yeah, well, it is
Putting up
early.
a good fight, to be fair.
And again, it must be so difficult to prepare for a team like Dortmund because you can't underestimate them. And I'm sure there have been teams in the group stages who have underestimated them, but they are a really good team.
I got to be honest with you, it's probably the only way they win if they are underestimated, but I cannot imagine Real Madrid doing that in the way they're coached and the way they play. Bellingham's down, holding his ankle.
If we shut down their midfield, Madrid's midfield, then they do have a good chance.
Vinicius Junior did start out fortunate for Sabitzer. He do well to get across, but looking there, Vinicius Junior now realises he's saying, well, actually, there's space centrally as well, alongside Chan.
Needs a new number.
I can go and utilise that.
300 million people are watching this game around the world, bigger than the Super Bowl. The only
Must
game
be
that
our
beats
highest
this
figures.
is the World Cup final.
Yeah.
2 defeats in 54
That many people watching on Glory Hunters. Damn.
Yeah,
Just your average stream, really.
yeah, really.
Exactly. In your face, Keemstar.
Definitely having some difficulty dealing with the defensive prowess. Brandt moves it in for attack, tries to get it to Demi, and it's intercepted.
Again, the battles in midfield is absolutely fascinating because at the moment the ball is predominantly staying in the centre spot. Both midfields cancelling one another out.
Which usually is a mark of a boring game, but I wouldn't call this boring thus far.
Tense. Very tense so far.
Yeah, it is.
We get
Yeah, you're
another
right.
70 minutes of this, it'll be boring.
What we already saw is I think the prime method how Dortmund can slot a goal in is long passes or Füllkrug dropping in between the center backs. He's very good at that. He proved that against was it against Paris where he scored the goal?
Valverde with the center. Bellingham misses it, tries to get it out of the air. Dortmund pulls it up and tries to build an attack.
And Sancho now trying to go on the counter.
Throw in midfield.
Ball out of play.
Dortmund. So far, good game. This is boring to you.
Shot the boy, bitch. Carvajal there. There's a big arse to get him the right angle on the cross. Again, down that right-hand side.
What are you giggling about? Oh, here, Dini's alone! Way alone! He breaks away! Fires! Oh, wow!
Squared it.
Wait a
Shouldn't
bit.
have squared it. That is experience. Or lack of.
Daniel Carvajal really saving them for Dortmund going up 1-0.
What a run!
He could have chipped it.
A little too
Maybe he
far.
didn't have that in his repertoire, but
It wasn't that great a chip, though. Oh, no, actually, Cohortes got a piece of it, and I think that's why it went as far as it did.
Had like all I could see was Havertz's goal against Manchester City.
Cohortes knocked down. Ball's in front. It's loose and picked up by Cohortes.
I wonder whether he's rusty.
Cohortes. How do you say his name?
Cortez.
Courtois.
Courtois, yeah. That's right. He's Belgium. That makes him French, right?
Yeah.
He's Belgian.
Courtois.
He's Belgian, that makes him French. How to upset 50% of Belgian people?
Belgium's not a country. It's not a real country. Do you know that?
Oh.
Already subscribing to us and their numbers.
It's not a real country.
I feel like it would offend all Belgians, really. Imagine if someone called you French.
I'm French. My family's French. I'm not even joking.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Condolences.
See, now that explains the straight teeth. Now we know.
Yeah, I can separate myself from those British.
From the peasants.
French Ben, that's on your name. Exactly, from the mere mortals.
Vinicius Junior.
I wouldn't say that.
Vinny Jr.
Hey,
looking
Buck
for Valverde,
Hey,
easily
guys.
dealt with.
Is it a stretch to say that Dortmund had the better chances? I don't think so.
I think
So far, yeah.
in fact, to be honest.
With that last one, only a one better. Dortmund builds a tap
And-
now,
and
moves it
it's
in the
been
box,
both of
drops it
them.
in to the center.
oh my god. Oh, penalty.
T.
No. Got
No,
excited
no.
there.
Oh, what a challenge! What
And
a
Dortmund
challenge
builds
by
another
Martin.
attack going in. They try a through ball, full grip, off the post, full group, fires again, deflected, still in play.
Jesus
And Tony
Christ,
Cruz
what is it?
cleans it up.
That's what I meant by experience.
Oh my god.
Now I get it.
What?
Oh,
What?
Jesus
I'm so
Christ.
scared by it.
Now I.
The freaking XG is going to be like 2.5 to 0.1.
Yeah, Jesus. I can't believe what we're watching.
Yeah.
How is this not 1-0 Dortmund?
How?
Jesus Christ.
God,
You see the English, they
playing
say
like
nil when it
Manchester
says
United
zero.
here.
They say 1-0. I don't say 0. I'm not. They don't say that.
But what a ball recovery from Martin there in the midfield to wrestle the ball from. Oh, you would have been offside anyway.
Oh my god.
Füllkrug, what a man.
Blimey.
The Hanover
Slipped.
boy from
He's
down the
got
road.
end of it.
Build and shine on my little man.
Oh, okay.
That's Ipswich Ben, by the way. He's
German.
no
He's a weirdo.
English.
Biggest team in England.
The biggest team. Ipswich. They just got
Outside
promoted.
of like 25 others.
Oh, okay.
Say
He
congratulations
doesn't
for getting
know that.
promoted.
It's alright. They'll be back down
Nobody
next year
cares
anyway.
that everyone's got promoted.
No, you know what it's
Well,
like to get
Kevin
promoted. Say
Cannon.
congratulations.
Yeah. The only thing
I'm
I've
not
had
taking-
to celebrate.
I'm not taking any team serious that has town in their name.
Why not? I'm not taking any team serious that has a date in their name.
What? That's stupid. Yeah, but why would you call your team like town?
Why would you give your team a
Ipswich
number?
City is so much
It's a
more
town.
charismatic.
It is a town.
Because they're not
Well,
cities.
that's a
they'll
dumb
just be
name.
heading.
They're not really a city.
I'm not impressed.
We could have been called Ipswich United or something like that, but where's the fun in that?
It'd be boring if they're all united.
Exactly. The mark of a tin pot team is being united. My football
Agreed.
motto. And tin pot meaning Tommy. Tin pot is like an English slang word for a bad team.
Oh, Tin Pot Tommy?
Oh, I just forgot that Tim Pot wouldn't be a common knowledge.
Oh yeah, well, I'm not English.
Tin
Yeah,
pot Tommy.
yeah.
Welcome,
It's
mister.
one of those universal things.
Can's getting looked at, walking gingerly.
Ginger.
Another way to call something Tim Pot. I can.
Don't worry, if somebody can get through it, Emra can. You know? Get it?
See,
Let me get jump.
this
Hey,
show,
no.
of course, strives in comedy.
Tommy is obsessed with the English chat. We're not impressed. We lose every week. He thinks that's the funniest thing he's ever heard.
Yeah.
Well, I told him the English have the best chance. Hands down, really. And I've heard other ones translated, and they're not. And all the German chants are recycled,
Recycled?
like from team to team.
Trash can.
I think America has some good
Mm-mm.
ones.
Recycled?
No, Americans ones
I
are
believe
are
that we
prop.
will win.
That's not a chant. That was some hipster idiot. In fairness.
You know why I don't like the sound of the word like town in like a football team's name? Sounds like you're like literally like a bunch of farmers
Vinny,
playing
centers!
against one another.
Nope.
The wall is
Ipswich
there,
Town.
knocked away. Throw in Real Madrid. Slaughterbuck.
I'm football.
Me too. Yeah, we're the German team.
Close.
Yeah, I'm from Dortmund.
Again, I think Dortmund have neutralised. They've done a really good job at neutralising.
Brandt with an attack.
They're on the counter-attack.
Looking for a Dini with a
And
through
Adeyemi
ball.
goes
Freebie
in
runs
there.
it down. Fires! Save!
Oh
And
my
Buckman!
God! Corner! Oh. He's played well so far, Adeyemi.
He's so unbelievably quick.
Now I find it football cool.
By the way, if I don't see Adeyemi dive at least once in this game, I am going to be very unimpressed.
You just cannot live with it. You cannot live with him when he
Maybe
He has
during
had
the
some
last
incredible
10
dives
minutes.
this Bundesliga season.
Dortmund again. And it's brilliant from Courtois to deny him. He set up
Do you reckon players know they can't get away with it though? If they're playing in a final or if the eyes are...
I've noticed a difference because I stepped away from the game for a decade. There's less diving in the box. And I think that's because of VAR. Like, I got a real clear. I mean, you guys would have saw it gradually. I saw it all at once. You know.
I think VAR has, again, taken a lot of that. Well, stopped players doing that.
It actually, I honestly, if they got rid of it, I think I'd leave again because I can't stand it.
Yep.
It ruins the game
They're
for
thinking
me.
about taking it away from England, actually.
Yeah, I know. And as Jose Moreno said,
clubs.
you know, thieves love places that don't have surveillance cameras.
Man City.
The divers? Ah, Kevin De Bruyne
Yeah,
is not
with
a
like
diver.
115 financial fair play roping, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
No,
They've
That'll be
broken so
fun.
many
Fun.
rules.
now that we were talking about diving and the VAR limiting the effects, Adeyemi got 4 yellow cards this season in the Bundesliga, 3 of them because of attempted dives, despite VAR. He's taking off like a bird if he gets a chance.
In the box? Do they lead to penalties?
Yep,
Oh, really?
yep.
Oh, he got yellows, so it didn't lead to penalties.
I know, but he's trying for it, you know. Especially he's trying for these. The defender's already on the ground, and he's going to try to put his foot somewhere near the defender to make it look like he slid into him.
Tony Cruz,
Like-
corner kick, Real Madrid. Here's a delivery.
Only their third opportunity of the game.
Taken
So the
away and
stats
building
so far
attack for
read-
Dortmund. And they're
Dortmund
streaking
have
down the
had
right
7
side right
shots
now.
compared to-
Try to pitch it to Brandt on the left. Brandt tries to get it ahead to Adeyemi. Adeyemi knocked out in the box. And ref waves it off.
That's just
See,
physical.
Leach was right. He dies.
Yeah, he just falls very easily. I wouldn't say he's diving in that case. It's just very strong
like
physical contact.
dumping.
Alright, Dortmund win, but they win because they get a penalty from a dive. How are you feeling?
That would be perfect.
As Dortmund.
Would you be
Adeyemi
happy with
diving,
Dortmund, or
getting a
would
penalty,
you-
and then scoring it, that would be poetry in motion. Literally Oscar award-winning performance.
We got our first Hala Madrid in the chat, so shout out to Valerie Vele. Hopefully, probably a Real Madrid fan.
Hopefully they're not a Barca fan. A strange thing to say, wouldn't it?
Yeah, very strange. But you never know over there in Spain.
See, this is, by the way, what I meant. You see this? He slides his foot into the tackling, trying to get the referee to blow the whistle. That's Adeyemi's style of... I wouldn't call it diving. He's just...
Diving.
Just falls a
Yeah.
lot. He's just got 2 left feet, so he's falling.
Yeah, you know,
How do you feel if Dortmund win this, but they win because they dive and get a penalty?
that would be the most...
Would
Adeyemi.
you rather Madrid then win instead? Or are you backing Dortmund still?
I would take Dortmund winning by a diving penalty over Real Madrid winning, just for the meme.
Yeah, it would be kind of ironic. You know.
The Real Madrid who got that far mostly due to lack of competence of VAR lose due to a dive penalty.
By the way, we're doing a fundraiser, so Ipswich Ben doesn't have to hold his microphone every match. We're going to get him a claw for his desk. Feel free to donate in the description box below. And Amazon will send him something to hook that goddamn microphone up.
I
Is
don't
it
even
really
have my
rattling?
camera.
Like, can you hear it rattle?
You know, I don't even do podcasts and proper videos, and even I have an arm from a microphone.
Yeah, you need.
I mean, Nick
I
barely has
normally-
something that Nick barely has something that qualifies as a PC to begin with, nor a microphone.
Well, it's a
I'm an
laptop,
Ipswich fan.
so-
We have no money. We live in like the dark ages down here.
You're like the
Even
Go
Amish.
into the woods and get a
Devon.
pig.
Why would you call it a foul? It's just very strong physical play.
Mendy
Oh,
down.
no.
Okay, here's a promise. If Dortmund win, I will get myself a microphone arm.
If I get the donation right now, I'll send you the damn money. There you go.
Damn.
Poppy being the Robin Hood, stealing
What
from
we'll
the
do
rich and
is
giving
we'll
to the
pay
poor.
for you
I'm
to
gonna be
have a
right there,
prosthetic arm surgically put onto your chest, so you've got a third arm to hold it with.
Robotnik Ben. What a nickname.
Robentnik.
See? And it's very interesting looking at the stats because Real Madrid have had significantly more possession so far, but Dortmund, they've actually had more shots on target as well.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think possession was ever a goal for Dortmund. I think they were going to look. They don't have the type of players that can control. They don't play that type of style. I think they're to some extent letting them have the ball, and they're going to count in their defensive midfield and their center backs to chip it away and work on transition. Boy, speaking of,
Oh!
wow.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Give him a red
Kobel
card.
is
Alex
down.
Garcia
Vinicius
red
Jr.
card.
has gotten a yellow card, and if you ask me, he got lucky. He got lucky. That could have been a red very easily, and the only reason this is a Champions League and the type of player that he is.
I like how Sabitzer is signaling to him. They're like, "Are you crazy?" That's so unnecessary. You know, if you have a referee who has on a bad day and sees this, he might as well give him a red card. Like literally, he's stretched out foot.
He didn't make much contact. Now that I'm watching the replay, and Vinicius didn't make that much contact with him. I actually think that Kobel's selling it a little bit. But he definitely, because he really didn't make contact with it until Kobel jumped in the air. I do think the yellow card's worth it, but definitely nothing more than that. And I'm glad
I
he
like the
moved
look
on.
on he has the kind of look on his face that is like, you know, I feel bad being at the end of an unjustified yellow card, but that's how usually I get my opponents.
Yeah, I think Kobel's walking fine already. He was holding his knee like he had pulled a ligament, and clearly he has not.
You know.
Yeah, he
Still
knew what he
wouldn't
was
have
doing.
minded he wasn't doing anything.
Or shit.
He wasn't doing anything that Vinicius Jr. hasn't done 5 times this season, so I don't care.
Does this change the way Vinicius plays? Because, you know, he's on a yellow card now. He is walking.
They should provoke
on
him.
ice.
Honestly.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. He's young.
No,
he is
Cook-
fiery.
Vinicius was definitely playing the ball there. I think the yellow was probably the right call.
You know, but if you have a referee who's like known for blowing the whistle on certain things, that's not the kind of stuff you want to do. Because
Do you really want a red card 36 minutes into a final like of this magnitude? I don't.
no, except for Vinicius.
Okay, your bias is noted. You know?
I'm not
I
saying
really
I dislike
actually he
him,
didn't make
but-
that much contact with him. It's more interference than anything else.
Look, I'm not saying I dislike Vinicius, but I might not have only positive attitudes towards him.
I'm not super crazy about him. I'm glad they didn't call him anything more than that. He's definitely playing the ball. He was hustling, and I'll give him that as well. What's the goalie for Real Madrid? How do you say his name again? Couture?
Courtois.
Courtois.
Very
Just say
eloquently
Kurt.
said.
Just at this point, Tommy, just call him Curtis, you know?
Shut up.
Curtis. That's
I
my
want to be a
co-host.
play-by-play man one day. This is my dream. Don't ruin my dream.
It's okay. Curtis will
Sounds
be
like
fine.
a brand, doesn't it? Thibaut Couture.
Michael Owen once thought he was a good play-by-play, but you know,
He got employed.
Zebakwata.
exactly.
Vinicius knocked to the ground by Ryerson. He'll pick up a free kick. Oh, they elect to go with the free, and it's knocked out for a throw-in. Real Madrid throw-in in Dortmund's midfield. Real Madrid definitely being told they got to earn this one.
Yep.
Not going to be a walk in the park. Which I didn't think it would be.
Yeah, Dortmund are in it.
Sancho helping out Ryerson this time.
It's been a very weird couple of years for Sabitzer. Last season, he was on loan at Manchester United, didn't set the world on fire, and now he's in a Champions League final for Dortmund.
Seems to be a correlation with United players leaving and ending up in this final. Jadon Sancho here as well.
Must have missed it before, but Slaughterback picked up a yellow card earlier, as well as Vinicius. Slaughterback, the center back for Dortmund.
Their supporters that he's making an impact as an attacking force tonight, because the others have been rather muted so far. Attacking Stardust. They have.
In the meantime, I'm taking a look if I can see any online opinions about the play by
Ryerson.
Vinicius towards Koval.
Ryerson on the right, centers it. Knocked away. Throw in deep. Dortmund. Sancho trying to move through three defenders. Dealt with and pushed towards Vinicius, who's got trouble, knocked down from behind.
Come on, get up. Get up, Vinny.
No, he's definitely coming to end. First slot. Oh, well, I must have got that yellow card early then. I must be way behind.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I must say, yeah, I got
you know
notified.
what?
Yeah, I must have got notified early. Must be some kind of
That was a
delay.
dive. Get the VAR on that and put him off the freaking field. What a pathetic guy.
Well, I was
Exactly.
psychic in my...
What a pathetic
Impressive
sportsman.
skill you got there, Tom.
I can tell you about
Who's gonna
shit
score?
more. I'm just... Now I'm turning...
Houdini over here. Yuri Geller.
Let's get some money on this. Who's next?
The Glory Hutters betting ring.
Betting on who's getting the next
Coming
yellow
off
card. I'm
eggs.
putting. Are we betting on who's getting the next yellow card?
Yeah.
I'm putting a 10 on Paqueta.
Ha. West, yeah. A very
And the
smart
odds are
joke
pretty
right
shit.
there.
A lot of people betting on it, you know. Lots of
I
trade.
assume Tommy doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. The scandal. Shot on goal,
Oh
knocked
my
away by
God.
Couture.
Oh, got down low that.
Sabitzer has been incredible in the second half of the season for Dortmund. Such a good transfer.
If you
Yeah.
leave United,
I mean, he was fantastic for Leipzig back before his Bayern move.
Yeah, but people were smiling at his move to Dortmund, like Dortmund made a bad investment, and he didn't have the greatest first half of the season, but the second half has been
Corner kick.
astonishing.
Dortmund's Brandt. Knocked away.
on to the end of it.
Top of the box.
Can he? He's gonna cut inside.
Get it to left side to Brandt now. He'll try to lob one in, but it's not well done and knocked away for a Dortmund throw-in.
5 minutes to go, plus added time as well.
It's hard to believe, but Dortmund should be up like 1 or 2-0 at this point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Jesus
Kind of
Christ.
weird.
Boy, oh boy.
that's what I meant by experience. Because you know, like had Adeyemi have maybe have had a bit more experience, maybe he would have, I don't know.
Had more composure in the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Manager as a coach, you set a team up to get yourself in that final position, and it's up to your players to score.
So far, Dortmund have had 8 shots compared to Real Madrid's 2, but 37% possession.
Here's an opportunity. Crossed in on the ground. Knocked away. I don't know. Real Madrid having trouble clearing. Soft call.
Get up.
Soft call. Oh! Oh! And a yellow
that's
card.
harsh.
Unbelievable.
Which makes that Vinicius Junior yellow card look even more baffling.
Number 20. Marcel Sapsi. How do you say his name? Doesn't look German to me.
Just try it, Tommy.
Yeah. What do you think it is?
Zapzer.
Say it loud and proud. Say it again.
It's not a German name, is it?
No, it's an Austrian name.
No, this is the same thing. Vinicius with some space, moving into the box. And a beautiful slide tackle by Hummels.
I can't believe he hasn't been called up to the Euros, Hummels.
He didn't want to.
He didn't want to.
Look at that. Ooh,
Because, down here-
baby boy.
Oh, what a tackle.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? You know, that was like the shake of the head was equivalent to, I paid you 50 mil. Give me the throw in.
Mats Hummels, the biggest brick in the yellow brick wall.
Considering the 2 yellow cards and the dive by Vinicius, I think he should have been sent off for that other thing.
Was Hummels in Flick's Bayern team? Or did
Yeah,
join
he was.
after?
I think this is his first season. I might be wrong. So
I think this is his second back.
Almost. He's been back at Dortmund in since 2020. He signed in 2019.
that long.
Yep.
He's been back at Dortmund for 5 years now. What?
Yep. Yep.
That doesn't feel right at all. I thought it was like 2 seasons. What the hell? How long was he at Bayern for?
Ages. Since 2012, maybe? Maybe.
No, it was way
earlier.
after that. I want to say it was like 2016 when he went Bayern. He must have only
if
been
you
there
want,
like a couple of years.
if you want to get technical about stuff, he was a Bayern player from the get-go, and then went from Bayern
Went back,
to Dortmund in 2010, and then went back to Bayern in 16-17. And he only was there for 3 years at Bayern.
There you go.
16-17, and then went back
not
3 years
long.
later. He's been an on and off like Bayern and Dortmund player all the time. It's literally the only 2 teams he played for.
I think Madrid have got a little bit of a toehold on the game.
We are in
I know
stoppage
possession doesn't
time.
count for anything, but
4 minutes added,
Yeah,
and
it's
we're
come
already
down a
past
lot.
the first.
if you're either manager, what are you saying at half time?
You look like a monkey fucking a football. That's what Herb Brooks, former U.S. hockey coach, used to say. I don't.
You're Ancelotti, you're saying that.
I give a rousing speech.
Arousing
On
or an arousing speech.
rousing speech.
Come on,
Or-
boys.
I would use a lot of F slurs, and insult their masculinity. You know.
Imagine,
manager, Cyrax.
imagine you're in the locker room now. What? Go on, give us a speech.
You want me to give you a speech?
Two. Yeah, go
Yeah.
on.
What team?
Real Madrid.
Listen, you guys are a bunch of millionaires. You've got no excuses. You must win. Otherwise, you're going to look like the big prima donnas you actually do look like on television. So don't give me any goddamn excuses. Get out there and win and earn your contract. Stop thinking about women. Stop thinking about your fucking hair. Stop thinking about goddamn car and win the goddamn game. There you go.
Come on, boys!
Now, would you want to hear my German or my Dortmund one?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, do it in German.
I'll do it.
No,
Well, I'll translate in German. Listen, you're playing a bunch of F slurs. If you win, you're one of them. Good luck, boys.
Come on, boys!
Late
Let's
first
go,
half corner kick for Dortmund. Last chance before the half.
Madrid is alles schwul. Gewinnt! 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 Corner kick, Dortmund out in front, headed away by Real Madrid. Still the attack. Attempted cross, knocked away by Jude Bellingham. That's one of the things I really like about Jude Bellingham. He is not afraid to drop back and get involved. And if he does win the Ballon d'Or, I'll feel a little more comfortable knowing that he doesn't stand there like Ronaldo and Haaland.
I like how in the middle of the freaking Dortmund block there was a guy with a Young Boys Burn t-shirt on. What a guy.
But there was loads of people there wearing Brondby shirts.
Here's a corner.
Yeah, and then there was a guy
Knocked away by Real Madrid.
There was a guy with a Bodo Glimt shirt, I think.
And that's it. That's a half, boys.
Yep.
No English shirt so far, which is surprising.
Borussia Dortmund have been the dominant force in the half. Thibaut Courtois has been the outstanding.
Announcer saying the Borussia Dortmund has been the dominant force. I'm actually going to switch to a better look. I wanted to hear it in English, but I don't care anymore.
Imagine being Jude Bellingham transferring for 103 million euros from Dortmund to Real Madrid just to see you get run down by the same team you just came from. Who finished 5th in the freaking Bundesliga.
How's Bellingham, by the way? Is he still 18? Or is he?
Bellingham,
No,
he's 20.
you know how time works, Ben. You know, you get older. Don't just stay 18 forever.
I didn't go to school. I mean, down here in the dark parts of England, you know, we don't know what education is.
Yeah, they just put you on a farm.
Well, my 6 fingers come.
I thought Ipswich is just a gigantic farm.
The old farm, that's why they call it.
Yeah.
Stream's been reset for those in the Discord. Should be a little better picture view for the second half. Oh, don't tell me Schweinsteiger's getting fat.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
have you seen? Oh, there's this footballer, Dutch footballer, who got really
Van der
fat
Vaart.
after he retired. Van der Vaart, yeah, that's it. Oh, like, I'm not being mean, but the state of him nowadays.
He's fat.
He's a chunky
You're in the
boy.
Glory Hunters. You can call him fat. Maybe
I
not.
don't
Maybe
know.
not an
Well,
over the bar, but we could call you fat here. Yeah.
I'd happily call Wayne Rooney a fat fuck, but
Yeah.
He's fat. I'm fat too. I mean, it's just a fact. Fat shaming's healthy.
there's like a scale of fat. There's like Boogie 2988 fat, and then there's I don't know, like
Tommy C fat.
Schweinsteiger fat maybe. That's in the middle maybe, or am I being generous?
You're skinny as a rail. What are you talking about? Jesus.
I'm tiny.
So what you're saying is he's closer to Boogie than Schweinsteiger.
No, I did not say that. Oh, I want to stay here, please.
Don't worry, Tommy knows the truth.
I'll see my own way out, boys.
These are exactly the.
He had a good run.
Surprised none of the other hunters came in today.
I don't really know what their schedules are like, to be fair.
No, that's true. You going to bed? I got him.
Okay.
Yep.
I sent you a nice link on Facebook.
For what?
Oh, what a game so far.
Plus, Green Man's been MIA for a bit.
So I can't watch it because I'm streaming, but good night.
Good night. Yeah.
Good night, shots. Say good night to your mother.
Gute Nacht.
Your mother used to speak to you in German, right? She read to you in German when you were a kid?
Yeah, that's why I can like understand it, but I just can't speak it because she
Yeah.
never got me to speak it back.
Tommy, can you repeat the name of the Real Madrid goalkeeper for me again, please?
Courtois.
Oh Jesus Christ,
yeah.
man, he's very
Hey.
quick.
Mugged
give
him
it-
off there.
There you go. Yeah. 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 That's right.
Glory
Woo!
Hunters, we learn things.
Educational content.
Me American, me we learn things. Oh.
Real character growth.
Like Coco the gorilla.
There's going to be like a very large character arc on this show.
Yeah.
What will
If-
Tommy learn this week?
Kitty, kitty.
If this were like FIFA, his intelligence stats would have just doubled from like 4 to 8.
Big increase.
See, guys, you don't get this kind of content anywhere else. do
No.
you? Tommy learning stuff.
Well, this is kind of the Glory
Someone's
Hunters idea
heartwarming to see.
from the beginning, to be wise asses, but I
No,
think we'll
there's like
keep
like
the-
are you smarter than a 5th grader, and then there's are you smarter than Tommy C.
Ugh.
Are you smarter than a dumbass reactor? Another channel idea. You know, like, hope nobody steals it or anything. But...
Well, I guess I stole your channel's idea.
Oh, yeah. We're
Our
still
channels
trying
are
to see-
very much alike, you know. I honestly never saw it. I swear to God. The plan was to make
Yeah,
content,
because
do short videos and podcasts, and also watch-alongs. That was the plan from the beginning. I swear to God.
God, I wish I copyrighted it now.
Mm.
Join
did-
the tens of viewers on the Football League Weekly.
Yeah, fair enough.
It was up small enough, we can just steal it and no one will notice.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I've got 1,000.
we haven't made consistent
That's
content
still
until like the
nice.
last 3 months though. We talked about it before we experimented, but we really haven't been consistent about it until last couple weeks, and then you found us.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who knows? Maybe I stole your idea.
I don't know. Well,
we did
Oof.
in 2020, didn't we? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when did we start? We started this in 2022. Yeah, 2 years. I think
I
the
just
old-
started mine because I was bored of Premier League content. All you see out there is like, I know AFTV is a good thing, but all you see out there is just Premier League.
At the end of the day, we're all stealing from them, you know.
Yeah, fuck you, AFTV.
Well, I wanted to make mine
That's a whole
international,
rivalry
which
right there.
you're back. If you're starting a YouTube channel on football, I would highly advise not doing what I do. I would highly advise pick a team, make it big, and be passionate about it. That would really probably the best thing.
So you're saying don't do what I do either?
No,
Yeah.
I think we have the worst possible formats. Not that the content is bad.
I
It's
have
just
the same format.
like
You're looking for someone who's watching general content rather than just finding something they're interested in.
yeah, they mostly most people want to hear the same shit over and over again. But like I'm different. Like I like if I discovered this channel, right, I would totally be into it. But I know I'm a weirdo.
It's like
So
one of those things.
basically-
Like if you're a I don't know, Arsenal fan, are you really looking up Hansi Flick to Barcelona? And
Yeah. Well, I don't like I never, even when I'm in the hockey, I was not just Rangers. I cover the Rangers, watch every Ranger game, but then I paid attention to the league. You know, I always thought that was like that one team wasn't enough. You root for one team and then you pay it. And with football, there's so many teams and so many leagues. I don't know how you pick one league. I don't know how you can enjoy, especially like living in Europe where there's so much of it available. on a Saturday, it's just become such a God. It's like a part of my family life. Like we got up this morning, we went to Tommy's game. Normally by 1 o'clock, we're watching the first third league game, or by the afternoon we're watching a Prem game, and then we watch our night. Like it's like every Saturday. It's kind of a thing. We've got the kiddos.
It is a lifestyle, isn't it?
I don't like putting it that way, but I can get why people get there. I don't like calling it a lifestyle. Because then you start calling it like that. Because I gotta be honest. When we got relegated, and I saw Vahan's known for being pretty well behaved, and we don't really even travel. We don't have that many travelers, because most of the travelers are from a village called Tannerstein. And a few guys jumped on the field after we got relegated, and the first thing I did, I pointed to Tommy, never be those guys. They'll probably be banned from the park the rest of their lives. It's ridiculous. They lost. They lost. That's it. So I think when you start calling it a lifestyle. Oh, look, Lucas Podolski's got your jersey. I swear to God, he had the same jersey you had, the Check 24 one. Yeah, there he is.
Exactly.
Lucas Podolski is one of my favorite. Lucas Podolski is one of my favorite Germans because he slapped Michael Ballack in his fat face.
Is that Jurgen Klopp?
It sure is.
To the people watching in the chat at the moment, nobody knows what we're watching.
Well, you can join if you want. You just got to have Discord. That's Jurgen. Jurgen's moving to Wiesbaden. You know that?
Could be cool.
Imagine.
He really is.
Too big a team for him, in my opinion. Too big a team.
Yeah, when are you getting him on?
He's not taking the team. He's probably going to take the national team after.
Come on. He would love to appear on Tommy C's Glory Hunters. Jurgen Klopp on here, he would jump.
There's a Scottish bar downtown that has the.
I have to jump on.
There's a Scottish bar downtown that has the only beer he drinks on tap, and everybody's expecting him to go in the bar, because the only other bars you can go to that have this particular beer, and I don't know what it is. I don't remember what it is. Gordy told me. Are really like dives, places he wouldn't be caught dead in, So we're all waiting.
Puddlian seaman. I don't know.
We're all waiting to come into Scotch and Soda in Wiesbaden.
Then you need to
what you should do
is get him on the show. Make him a Glory Hunter. Glory Hunter Klopp.
Glory Hunter Klopp.
A junior Glory Hunter. He has to start at the bottom first.
He has to earn his place.
I think I'd promote him immediately. No offense, Ipswich Ben.
Hey, Jurgen, you put out some videos for us, and we'll talk again. Yeah.
Don't compare to Klopp.
I know you've managed and won Champions Leagues, but this is a different ballgame. This is YouTube we're talking about here.
I'm gonna try to get
the.
I'm gonna try to get the captain of Vahan. I'm obviously gonna give him some time to take in what's happened, but during the preseason, I'm gonna try to grab him give him an interview, see if we can get him on.
Like TMZ knocking on his door.
The boys are on their way out of the hole.
I'll get my friend who's a journalist on, so then Tommy can hash it out with him because he hates the media.
Oh, you don't want to hear about my degree then?
Well, Mickey Rourke used to live in Wiesbaden. We used to see him around town.
Mickey Rourke?
Yeah, the actor. I'm not even joking.
I think he has German ancestry.
Nah, he's dating a Russian-German girl. I think he's still with her, actually.
Oh.
Well, Tommy used to get babysitted during the day when he was a baby. We're talking like just when he started walking. And I don't explain it. I had to walk up this long like stairwell up this hill, and I saw her get out of the car when I was on his way to pick him up. It's a very fancy schman. This is not a working class city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that we're rich by any stretch, but this is not a working class city.
You wouldn't say that out loud.
No.
I'm not rich. Everybody knows I'm not rich. They know what I do for a living.
Your wife's rich.
She's not rich. I wouldn't
I
even
mean,
say we're well.
talking
I don't.
Boogie
I
every
wouldn't
day
even say
brings
we're
in the
well
money,
off.
doesn't it?
We're
She does well.
she does well. Yeah, my wife definitely does well. But she went to school and she
And
wasn't a
Loco Live are
bum.
looking for a sponsorship.
She wasn't a bum that did, you know, smoke pot and drank all the time when she was a
Journalism
teenager.
or something like that.
Ben, did you say you're
What a
looking for
journalist.
sponsorship?
We got Kickoff,
Yeah, we
obviously.
need to get some rich.
This live stream is sponsored by Tommy's wife.
Shut
There you go.
up. I pay for all this shit. I don't want to hear it.
We're already there.
I'm paying for our vacation too, and I just paid for a goddamn house. Well, I put in for a house.
So you're doing really well if you bought it out yourself.
No, I can't afford a house. I can afford a decent
I'm not wanting your
apartment.
money.
I can afford a decent apartment. But everything over here is super expensive. So.
Oh, down here as well.
Oh, it's horrendous over here.
Hey, what's the price for an average stable in Ipswich? Is there anything else but stables?
God, like a couple of carrots, really. Yeah.
I heard Cornwall's really
Carrots,
nice.
maybe.
Ademi, breaking it up.
Have you been there?
Sabitzer.
What a p-
There, I said it right. I heard the German. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that was simple. Surprisingly.
Well, I do take German twice a week.
9.
Can we just appreciate how easy that was on the right wing for Dortmund? Sancho just walked back. Ryerson ran up past the midfield player. Mondi just stood there like a statue, and then he's trying to.
Would you like me to
With the
read you
ball.
my German homework?
Yeah,
Please don't.
Kein Angst. Jeder hat Angst vor etwas, aber das nicht schlimm.
Oh, just leave it, Tommy.
Vor Mädchenhunden haben ist Angst, besonders vor den Großen. Aber die Doggen des Nachbarn ist nett. Das ist der Streichling. Streichling? I don't know if I said
Jürgen
that.
Klopp, is that you?
Streichling. I read children's books for.
Oh, that must be fun.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thanks, Tommy.
Does your son often correct you?
Yes.
Does your son read you German stories at night?
Yeah.
He probably could.
Just
Yeah,
sleep
well,
in.
he's helped me before for sure. He's definitely helped me cram.
I work with a Polish guy, and he always gets really annoyed because his kids always take the piss out of him when he says stuff wrong because they grew up there.
Real dangerous free kick from Real Madrid, Dortmund's end.
Table looking very worried. Or nervous, should I say, in goal.
Is that Tony Cruz taking a kick? I think so.
Of course.
Tony Cruz firing.
Away.
Just wait, and a huge
Oh.
save by Cobb.
Good save.
Good strike, good save. Right in the corner, was going in. Oh. Ball sails over the net was a Nacho.
Carvajal, I think.
Wow, this stream's not as good as the friggin' legal one that I had. This one's legal.
I mean, they're all legal.
Yeah.
Do you know how Uli Hoeneß used to call Toni Kroos when he was still playing at Bayern? He gave him the nickname lateral pass Tony because that's all he was doing apparently.
Yeah, I do remember that was the reason why
Imagination.
Cruz left, was because
Yeah.
they just didn't like him at Bayern. They thought he was
Yeah, and then he goes on to win, just randomly wins 4 Champions League with Real Madrid. What a pity.
And become the best.
Who called him lateral
Midfielder
pass?
ever.
Uli Hoeneß called
Oh.
Toni Kroos on his last days at Bayern lateral pass We don't need lateral pass Tony here. And then he
Really?
left for Real Madrid and
That's
won
a
4
really
Champions
stupid
Leagues.
thing to say.
It's the same Uli Hoeneß who, while Ralf Rangnick expressed interest to become Bayern coach, said he's only our third, or like third.
Fulkrug in the box! Fires,
Oh, come on.
drops it in, and the shot goes far, far
Wide.
I mean, it was
over the
deflected,
net.
right? Deflected for a corner
Ben,
kick.
where did you go, uni?
I
Was that
went
a
to
deflection?
Falmouth, so yeah, I went quite local to Falmouth University, did media, and then I did journalism afterwards.
Okay.
Never did journalism after, so you know, that's a
That makes me
shame.
like you more.
See, I knew you'd warm up to me.
Yeah, it makes you like me more. They elect the short corner, fired in by Brandt, headed away in the air right now. Dortmund tries to dig it out, but Real Madrid will clear, but intercepted.
In Dortmund, they're playing.
Dortmund looking like Man City.
I don't know. They have pretty different jerseys.
Shut up.
Hey, I'm colourblind. They all look the same to me.
Are you?
I am.
No,
I legit
because
am.
you think that didn't hit. Can you see yellow, or is it just?
Oh, I never really notice it at all in day-to-day life. I get purple and blue mixed, and then brown and green. So it's like
Yeah.
only if they're like right next to each other and sort of like mesh.
So you can't see Ipswich.
Oh, I can see them. You just look purple.
Oh, this stream
Corner
sucks.
here for Dortmund.
Go figure. The stream I paid for is acting up.
Maybe go to the other stream we definitely paid for.
Thinking about it.
In a
Yeah, they
minute.
do. That we definitely pay for. The one
I
in
mean, you do
English.
pay for it.
Yeah.
Well, I switched because I thought this would look better,
Just the money
and it
doesn't
does when
necessarily
it's
go
top
to
quality.
The,
It looks better. It's literal
broadcast.
potato quality. It's like YouTube 2005. Best stuff.
Exactly.
the prime years.
When people cared about quality over quality of the content over the looks of the content.
You know what this looks like to me? I look like they're handling the zone's having trouble handling the load because it's fading in and out.
You don't think about handling loads, huh?
Shut up.
I think it's on YouTube as well.
I chose against it though. Apparently I'm the better man.
Well, every stream needs an unfunny German.
Does it?
And an unfunny Englishman.
Ademi in the box, looking for Fulkrug, but it's
I was
intercepted.
talking about myself.
Taken away, and Real Madrid clears, but Brandt outruns it. God, Dortmund still managed to control. I don't think there's gonna be a foul there.
Why are you
I bring the
upset?
boring,
Just
lazy
outran you.
entertainment.
Kaminga complained and not getting a call there, and Dortmund controls completely. They're set up in Real Madrid's end right now.
You know, I think
calling it
I think
now.
I think Real Madrid is literally speculating on countering.
Yeah, I want. Are they giving them the ball for that reason?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like a tactic worth trying.
Yeah, it's a tactical
I mean,
choice.
they tried pressing the first half, didn't work.
No,
So
I mean,
you mess up Dortmund's game plan in that as well.
yeah, and it does kind of mess up Dortmund's game plan a bit. Let's see if it pays off.
Dortmund is slowing down considerably in these phases.
Slaughterbock.
And
with-
you've got all the chances they got in the first half were all quick on the break, not like slowly passing it around. And so you give them the ball more, you stop them being able to create chances like that.
Kloppo.
There's Klopp.
And then I'm actually switching stream. I'm going back the other one. It's acting too fluky,
Yeah,
if
I
you
thought that
ask
was
me.
my internet then. I was about to say.
Yeah, no, it's acting fine. I don't think it's my internet at all. I got fiber, man. So I have no idea what the hell
I
is
remember
wrong
my
here.
internet dropping
Tommy's
out
full
like
of fibre.
minutes before the.
We're back.
Keine Lust auf hohes Pressing. Weiterhin nicht. Real Madrid.
It's the same pass again. What a coincidence.
There's like Groundhog Day. Deja vu.
Gesehen.
Nuri Sahin.
Wait,
He was
remember him?
the,
he's also
assistant.
there.
Wembley.
Yeah.
Dortmund, Klopp, 13, Finale.
Who also randomly ended up at Real Madrid at some point, I think.
Klopp,
He's a guy that had played for much better teams than he probably should have in the end.
Yep. Ah, Nuri Sahin, what a man.
Hey, if they win this, does BFAL get another star?
I don't know.
I'm not sure what their star is for.
You get to win
I
it
assume
5
so.
times.
It's a major honour. But...
Vinny J moving it in. Lifts it up real high over to the right side.
Rodrigo.
He's been linked with Manchester City.
Rodrigo.
That shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, he's dying. Somebody
Oh my
breathe.
god, he's like a child.
Somebody
Was it
breathed at
better
him the wrong.
sportsmanship? What a...
Yeah, I know. Football
Somebody
sportsmanship.
breathed at him the
Football
wrong
sportsmanship's elite.
way. Hey, Jesus fucking Christ! Just get up. Stop being a crybaby.
Oh, but he's so hurt.
Freaking Carvajal, who's like 50 billion years old at this point.
Hmm.
How old is he? Like 34?
Yeah,
35?
yeah, I'd say about that.
Tommy, if you were a Real Madrid manager, what would you say to Carvajal after he dies?
I call him an
like
F slur.
that? See? That is
What is the
sportsmanship,
F
guys.
slur?
That is sportsmanship.
Rodrigo.
Hey, we want to stay on YouTube.
Or...
We want to stay on YouTube.
Well, you said if I was in their locker room. Here, shot on goal! Flipped away! Cole picks it up.
I mean, you want to call him French? Yeah, I get that.
Oh, yeah,
Reasonable.
fair enough.
That's the F slur. It's essentially the same, right?
Carvajal gets, oh jeez. Carvajal gets a shot on goal, but it's actually redeflected by one of the Dortmund defenders, making it more difficult in Colba, but he still somehow came up with the save.
Ben, did you say you have French ancestry?
Yeah, most of my family are French. Can't
Tommy,
speak
we have
much,
another
but-
Frenchie Ben. It's been done.
He's English. Actually, I was just in Nice 2 weeks ago.
Wait, you had a French Ben here? Or English?
We had Canadian Frenchie Ben. He was
Wow.
French Canadian.
And now we have English Frenchie Ben.
Now we have English
Wow.
Frenchie Ben.
Exactly.
Does that
How
mean
old-
this
Frenchie
Ben
Ben,
has
yeah.
to do the injury report?
I haven't heard from Frenchie Ben in about good 4 or 5 years.
He was like back in the OG, like shot of.
Yeah, he was OG, and then he came back for a little while.
I want long.
Came back a little while to insult me.
That's reasonable.
I heard
Yeah.
the internet in Canada is bad. So.
I love Frenchie Ben. He came back
By the way,
and
Carvajal is only 32.
32?
What?
God, that's quite young for Carvajal.
Yeah, I thought he was a lot closer to middle size.
I think we all thought about Fernandez. Is that possible? Nacho. He's 34.
Nacho's old. Yeah, he's old. I mean,
He's-
34's not old.
That's-
but-
Nacho, I think Nacho's going to MLS or he's retired.
Yeah, I've seen talk of him going MLS.
Yeah.
I think he is supposedly linked with Inter Miami.
Wow.
Which at that point you might as well
Kevin-
just rename them into.
Lost the
If-
feed
if-
for a
if-
second.
If they bring in Nacho Fernandez, they might as well just rename themselves into La Liga All Stars.
Yeah.
Hey, they
No,
just
they don't
lost.
have any more
They just
foreign
lost,
players.
and my team gained ground on them, so I don't want to give. They lost to Atlanta, and they're really terrible.
I swear you're only allowed a certain amount of like foreign players though. Surely they're at the limit.
Great league.
Yeah,
It's
about
They
5.
just brought in.
I might be wrong.
They
Like designated players or whatever they're called.
didn't they just bring in Angel Di Maria though?
There's rumors Di Maria's
Yeah,
going.
into Miami did.
But where'd you even put Di Maria?
On the pitch.
The old folks home. I don't
Oh,
know.
that's alright then. If only it was that simple. I don't know, I feel like you don't need another immobile old man in the attack.
Is he mobile?
Yeah,
Like some
I don't know.
young guy that runs around. Buy Conor Gallagher. He's on the market. He'll run around and cover all the space that the old men do.
Ryerson desperately trying
Like
to move up.
Gavi, like when Gavi went to Los Angeles or whatever team he went to.
But would you consider Di Maria an old immobile man, considering he scored 9 goals in the Portuguese league? I mean, it's
In
not the
a
highest
Farmers
level.
League, that's
Yeah,
Farmers
but
League.
Suarez scored like 20 goals in Brazil. He's still an immobile old man.
I think Suarez is close to
just
10
likes
goals
goals.
now for Miami.
Yeah, like you can score goals without running around.
Nah, Suarez. I mean,
he
he's a
scored
little
20 goals
heavy.
in the Portuguese League.
He's a little heavy, but he knows what he's doing in that box, and there's so many things. And he's also a playmaker as well. Cross into the Madrid
I'd
box.
be looking for like some younger guy that can just run around because you've got Messi and Suarez who don't really move a lot, and Busquets. who
Hummels
doesn't move.
try with a through ball, deflected far
Oh,
away.
Busquets is really slow. I think Messi still moves around.
Yeah,
Messi doesn't. Messi's still fast, but he doesn't have the explosive takeoff that he used to. That's the only difference. But he really doesn't need it, considering he's such a crazy playmaker, and he can still bury it.
that's what I mean. Like defensively, none of them are like running around to get the ball. Though.
Yeah.
So that's why I'd focus on getting someone else instead of like Di Maria, who's just going to be another guy.
Well,
that is
well, here's the thing
gonna
about
run
like
defensively.
Miami's beatable, and I believe that.
Well, Dortmund here
Of course-
didn't come
Of
towards
course,
anything.
of course, they are beatable. They are not. They are still as defensively unsound as they were last season.
Yeah. And they're slow. Honestly, if they had like a 3-game series with Columbus, I think Columbus would beat them. I'm the only MLS fan here. I watch every week. I get up every Sunday and watch
Tumbleweed.
MLS. Every Sunday. And so does my little
That
boy.
must be really early as well.
Oh, it's on
Good.
Super. Like if I'm up, I'll watch it. I'll probably be doing the Champions Cup final. But yeah, we usually get up on Sunday and watch it together. Sunday morning is MLS for us. We just watch. We don't go on the internet. We go on Ademi trying to flip to Fulcrum knocks it.
Oh
Save
my god, that was so
by
close.
Courtois.
What a diving header!
He's had a good game.
He's so
He's had a
dangerous.
really good game.
He's so dangerous.
I really hope he
know-
scores the winner.
You know who I think's
He
played
is
the best for Dortmund though? Ryerson.
Yep.
He's got tons of
is.
touches
He's been
and he's
marking-
making things happen.
I mean, I think Mondi on the left for Madrid has really struggled against Sancho, and Sancho and Ryerson worked really hard to dislodge him multiple times. He looked like a fool in 3 or 4 situations on the right wing for Dortmund. They just walked past him. He didn't know where to go between the two guys.
Probably why they want Davies.
Yeah. What they make up for in the lack of experience, they make up within pace and youth.
You know, I'm surprised Enzo Valverde hasn't yet tried to volley a ball towards goal.
There's still time.
That's literally all he does, volley.
Got a really good assist when they won it.
Vinny working it in, tries to cross it, but it's knocked away, and the Real Madrid will get a corner kick on their left side.
You know, but I like this. You know, we have seen a game between a world-class striker on one side and the other team Vinicius Junior. So
Spoken like a true German. Tony Cruz, speaking of Germans, will take the corner. He whips it in.
I wonder when Hosselu will come on.
Oh,
Ball
God.
headed in the air. Still pinballs
about
in the
another
air.
German,
Ryerson tries to
Hosselu.
knock it down. It gets it down to Brandt.
Counter
Brandt
attack.
looks for the through ball to Animi, but it's a little too far. It'll go
And
out
Adeyemi
for a Real
goes
Madrid
through.
throw-in.
He looks tired.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, he's not tired.
Yeah.
He's just angry at the bad pass. He has like oxygen tanks for like 3 games. Run.
That's just brought him off against PSG, which I thought was curious at the time.
Oh, don't give me that.
He had a resurgence in form lately. He had a couple of very bad games.
Real Madrid draws another corner. Slaughterback will head to the center. And company.
Right in front of the yellow wall as well.
Tony takes on both sides.
Yep.
Is he barefooted? Or is he just...
He's just that good.
Tony Cruz. In the air. Fired.
Oh, talking about
Back
that,
to Cruz in the corner. Corner lot. He lobs another one in. Header. Headed away. Goal kick. Dortmund.
That was a hell of a cross there on that second one.
He's just good.
Damn good.
Just good.
Yep.
He's pretty good. I'm getting a beer.
Ah, he's slightly above
Again, it's a
average.
shame that Cruz is firing.
I suppose he gets in my team.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd rate him like barely like a 3, you know.
I don't know, it's not quite Freddie Adu, is he?
He had never played for Hamburg, so that's like -7 points.
Well, that just really speaks to his quality, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not so bad that he's had to stoop down to Hamburg.
Van der Vaart is like a 12 out of 10 because he played for Hamburg twice, and now he's morbidly obese, so you know that's another 2 points on top.
That shame him. That shame him.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a different energy now, though, in the game. Because the energy has died down a little bit. And I think Dortmund are looking a little more
getting time.
meticulous, a little more wary.
Yeah, we're getting close to squeaky. I say 75th minute squeaky bum time.
Yeah.
That's my nervous minute. That's when I start getting
You know, but Real Madrid for sure in the later stages will bring on another German football legend, Joselu. What a man!
Exactly. What a player. Stoke legend as well.
Oh, I just remember him at Newcastle being the worst striker in the Premier League.
Oh, he was rotten.
He was so bad. Like,
It's
how the
like
hell
Jude
he's
Bellingham.
managed to become quality and like take Real Madrid to a final is just like what? Beyond me. True promoting as well.
Yeah,
From
like another
PSG
player
to
who...
Bayern to I think he's been linked with Real Madrid now that he's going on a free.
He wasn't
His
even
agent
properly.
must have some dirt.
You know, I remember he played in Germany for like Hoffenheim, and Hoffenheim passed that season when they
Here's
were
a
good
play,
with-
dangerous from Real
hang
Madrid,
on,
centered and still knocked away. Probably should have
go
took the
anywhere.
shot there.
It seems
Jude
like
Bellingham had the
Mainz-
opportunity there.
Camavinga
Under
keeps it
Tuchel.
in, and Real Madrid is still able to control. They slow it down in the midfield line. Lobbed in, intercepted, pushed away by
my
Cole.
God.
That'll be a corner kick. The pressure is adding on the wall.
Was he cramping?
Looks like it. Bellingham stretching his leg on the goalpost. I hate that ball. It looks like something you pick up for a quest in Fortnite.
that should have been a corner kick.
He didn't touch
I'm
it.
going to spend all my YouTube money on V-Bucks.
Spent far too much money on V-Bucks in my time.
I guess it was a goal kick. I could have sworn that Koval got a piece of it, but that wasn't the case.
Yeah, he did. He touched the ball for sure.
They just made the wrong decision.
Ademi
by the looks of things.
trying to work it up. He's harassed by the defense. Elects to slow it down. And Dortmund continues their attack on the right side of the box. Brandt centers it in the final third. Gets it to Ryerson on the right side. Ryerson elects to slow it down.
What a bizarre picture. Dortmund passing the ball around and Real Madrid deploying the low block. That is a bizarre picture to see.
Yeah, this is bizarre. You're absolutely right. This has got to be tactical. I think Nick's right. You know, they're going to let them have the ball because they weren't expecting to have it. You know?
Sometimes it works like perfectly because they wouldn't have prepared for it. You know?
They wouldn't.
They don't really know as much what they're doing. Their game plan is, right, we're going to steal it and fly it in behind and get it. But if they're all just sat back, it's like, well, shit.
Now what? Now what? Yeah. Good point. 71st minute. Free kick called for Dortmund just over the midfield line.
The Dortmund. Are you getting nervous?
Oh, he's coming on.
Marco!
He's coming on.
Marco Reus.
Uh-oh.
Talking about a legend.
No.
Volkberg comes off. That'll be if Volkberg comes off, I reckon Madrid have.
Oh, what the man, the myth, the legend. Adeyemi's coming off.
Same
Might have been
move
right.
he did against PSG.
Oh, what a sad day. He didn't get to dive.
Oh, he had the opportunity.
Marco Reus will replace Karim Adeyemi. Boy, it must be tough considering how many chances Adeyemi had. It's a little tough taking him off, but he does look tired.
And like I said, Terzic made this exact same move against PSG last time, around this time of the game as well. So clearly it's something he has in his mind of like, this is the sort of time to switch it.
Vinny J working it up the left side. Knocked away by Mats Hummels. What are you laughing at? I'm so
You know, he looks like a horse. Yeah, that's great technique and everything. I would have been happy if Hummels, who ran in behind him, would have played the ball and didn't just fucking swing through.
Corner kick from Cruz. Incoming. Here it is. Knocked down. Bad touch by one of the Dortmund players. It looks like that. Is that going to end up being another corner? Yes, it will. Corner kick, Real Madrid. Give up enough of these. They're gonna one of them's gonna find their way in the net. I'm a big believer. Corner, Cruz. Hit it in and sunk! Real Madrid! Carvajal. Yeah. Yeah, Carvajal. Yeah, okay, Carvajal, number 2.
Oh, damn it.
What did I tell you?
My internet's really dodgy, so I can barely see anything.
We don't believe in wireless here. Wireless is illegal. Real Madrid leads this soccer 1-0. I have a belief if it's 2% your first corner kick, it slightly moves up every corner kick after. Real Madrid finds their first crack in the wall. Excellent. Excellent header.
Be interesting to see how Dortmund respond, because they were ahead the whole time against PSG in both games.
Scored by number 2, Daniel Carvajal, Spaniard. Right back, 32 years old. And Toni Kroos, of course, gets the helper. It's not over, boys. It's not over. Looks like the tactic may have worked thus far. Can Dortmund respond?
I'm not sure they have it in them, you know.
It's too big a stage, I reckon, for them too. But then people said that against PSG, didn't they? So
yeah, they've certainly had chances, but then they never went down against PSG. So it's a different ball game when you're the team leading, as opposed to having to, you know, claw it back.
And it's a shame because they have missed chances as well. Like Adeyemi earlier on, he missed a key chance. These
100%.
things happen in football, but
I'd throw Fulkrug in the mix as well. I mean,
Hit the
that
post,
shot off the
like,
post early in the first half.
Yeah.
You know.
So like agonizingly close. Like people are going to be looking back on that if this ends as a Real Madrid game, as like that could have been the moment.
and that, Tommy, is when you bring the F word out.
French? Yeah.
French, yeah.
Is
Curtis,
are your parents like French from France?
My dad's French. My mum's English.
Your mom's
so,
English, okay.
Mixed ancestry.
Do you speak French?
No, but my brother's dating a French girl and lives in France. So I'm the only area. Well, that's my surname, Ariel. You can find.
Oh, you really are. Yeah, that's a super.
I'm the
French
only
name.
one that. Yeah, I'm the only one that can't speak French in my family. So if that isn't an indictment on who you have on the show, then I don't know.
Well, I've lived here a long time. My German sucks. Don't feel too bad.
But it explains why your favorite team is Ipswich, because it's very French in the colors.
Yeah, that's true.
My dad, he moved to England quite young, so my dad actually supports.
Oh no, here it is. Is it over? Just wide.
Oh.
A giveaway out in front. Can't be converted by Jude Bellingham, and it was a gift.
That was a moment to tie it up.
Dortmund is.
Oh, actually, on further review, Slaughterbock made an absolute emergency tackle. The ball to deflect it just wide. That ball was going on net.
Bit late to save the game, but that could be such an important. It's over now if they score.
Toni Kroos is back where he belongs in the corner.
No one
Delivers the
the
kick.
corner.
Headed away, picked up by Brandt, brought out, attempted clearance, and Real Madrid manages to control. Now they're top of the box.
I think the pace has been sucked out of the Dortmund team since
Dortmund
Royce has come on. Look, he's a brilliant player.
Yeah, I don't know. The pressure seems like it's coming in. Dortmund controlled for just a second, but it's right back. Carvajal
Again,
moves it in. Oh, he's tripped up. Bad foul right in front. Going to be a big free kick for Real Madrid. And a yellow card for Mats Hummels. And an earned yellow card for Mats Hummels.
He's arguing.
Yeah, they all argue. Jesus Christ.
No,
there's nothing to argue about that one.
Absolutely nothing. I don't know why they feel the need to do it. They do in hockey.
They're football players.
Well, hockey players do it too. I don't understand.
Different in the heat of the moment.
I remember when I played for Hohenstedt and Valrodens, I beat a yellow card by nodding my head. We both went up for the ball. I accidentally elbowed the guy. He comes over the thing, and I put my hands up, and then he gave me a warning. One of the problems was I only lived in the country for about 9 months, and I couldn't argue with him, but I wouldn't have done it anyway, I swear. But I always tell Tommy it's pointless. They never change their mind.
But they might.
Yeah, they could do.
You gotta live with hope.
If
Glass
you
half
give them
full.
the old, yeah.
Shut up.
If you give them the old American charm, you know.
Yeah. I did. I charm. I told the truth. I did it. Big free kick knocked away by Clotilde.
Oh, it's Koval.
Koval, excuse me.
Yeah, you know, it in this case it wasn't Tybout Curtis.
Talk about Curtis. I didn't say Curtis. Looks like some changes coming in.
Whoa,
Marlon.
It's been a great game. No matter how this goes, it's definitely been a great stream. If you haven't subbed this, sub us again. Hang out with us, man. This is a social thing. It's a community project. Come on in and have a beer with us.
Desperate for friends.
He doesn't have any, you know, he's old. They all died already.
Julian Brand out for Sebastian Halle. And Can out for Daniel Malin, if I'm saying that correctly.
This is a bit like being in a bar with friends. You know, it's that type of atmosphere.
Yeah.
Without having to actually put up with them physically.
That's a good thing about this.
Exactly.
Shot on goal, tipped away by Noble. Corner kick. The pressure's on. Squeaky bum time is here. We're in the 81st.
Koval has Glory Hunters is virtual because I don't think we'd all fit on the table.
I mean, I'm tiny, so I'm a bit like a toothpick. Just
squeeze in between.
Somewhere.
I thought you were tall. How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Well, that's not short.
That's alright. It's about my height.
So not too tall, not too short.
Yeah.
Pretty average for a French person, you know.
Your French are usually smaller than that. It's true. Tony Cruz in the corner. Hit away, knocked away by Koval. Another save. Yo, 1-0. Guys had a great match.
If anything, Koval is advertising himself right now.
He really is.
What a game.
Chelsea need a keeper.
Gregor Koval from Switzerland.
I wonder if him or Sommer will start in the Euros.
Carvajal with the throw-in. Deflected back. Attempting clearance. And Ryerson picks it up. Uh-oh, bad pass to Jude Bellingham. Davidi Jr. Will Jr. finish? Yes, he will.
God, game over. Game over. A shame. Tony Kroos has got a 6th Champions League level, equaling the all-time best.
Why was there someone with a... Why was there... The question that I have, why was there someone with a Hamburg jersey in the Real Madrid stand?
You guys are the most annoying fans in Germany.
Yeah. They just show up when they're not wanted all the time.
They're like Ipswich fans. Shout out to Jem Allen in chat who says Ipswich Town, pride of East Anglia, Blue Army. Massive.
Yeah, lie to yourself.
I don't think anyone's proud of them.
I am. And the funny thing is, Tommy said, "Don't talk about your team. Don't talk about your team."
You can talk about your team, Jeff. I don't want to. I don't want a diatribe about your team. I don't care about that. If you start talking about, well, you know, I think they should make a move from such and such, and Vinicius is burying it. Yeah, that's a problem. But shout out your team. Shout out to Ipswich. Shout out to Ipswich.
Boo. Up the Canaries.
I got another problem. I got no issues with Ipswich.
Ipswich is literally the team I like to shit on the most. So the fact we've got an Ipswich fan in is just not very good.
The whipping boy of the podcast.
I play with like 5 Ipswich fans I play football with, and one of them, Ed, is like the easiest person to rattle. And so I just love shitting on Ipswich just to annoy him.
There's so much to go on to us about. You know, we were in League One for about 3 years.
When I was on Lolcow,
Haven't Norwich.
oh Jesus, it looks like the man's coming in, and strangely enough, it is Luka Modric's birthday. He just turned 53. Congratulations, Luka Modric. It's amazing that 53-year-old player is still playing in a game such as big as his. Luka Modric, everybody. And Josh Lou will come in for Jude Bellingham.
Another German legend in Jose Lu.
Thanks, Tommy.
Yes, oh yeah, Tommy, when you were on Lolcow and you put that Norwich.
I tell you, no, I did it. Yeah. Oh, you saw that? No, because everybody's telling me to put it in Switch thing.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, that was you.
That was me. Yeah.
Because I was putting football teams behind me, and somebody said Norwich and Ipswich, so I put Norwich just to be a jerk. I didn't know that was you. I had no idea.
I got a kick from that.
It's funny. The background was still there because we have to record. We were doing them with Cyrix. We had to go to that same system. Was it StreamYard, and the Norwich logo was still behind me. That was the last one I put in. I was like, yeah, I remember that. And then I thought of you. I was like, it's funny because I thought like, wow, how ironic that was. You know, it would happen to be you.
I would have got such a kick had you have had that in the background during the Cyrix interview. The most random.
Yeah, I was just putting random football teams and stuff like that. But I thought it was more than one guy told me to put Ipswich, to be honest with you. I thought I saw a few. I don't think it was
there
just
aren't many Ipswich fans. Nobody supports Ipswich. There's only one.
I don't know. I've heard of them before. They've been in the Prem before. It's not like they're completely young.
They're like mythical
like 2
creatures.
decades ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am 40.
2002.
I am pushing 50. I know they are.
I'm 25.
Yeah, they would have been relegated before you'd got to Germany.
Yeah. Yeah, but the old farm thing's new to me. I didn't know. I hadn't heard of the derby before. Which was it's now my favorite derby. You know? Dortmund desperate to make something happen. 87th minute. They're in the box right now trying to make an attack. Will it be for nothing? It scores! Dortmund scores! Dortmund scores! Nicholas Fulkrug makes it 2-1 and gives Dortmund a breath, a hope. Oh, it's offsides! Offsides!
No way.
Certainly a dagger in their heart. Is he? Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, he's off.
I think he's off. Oh.
Gutted. Oh, that would have been
absolutely
so exciting
gutted
as well.
Yeah, it could have made for a really good end to the game.
Oh.
Because there would have been so much like question over will they pull the second one, but
yeah, it definitely would have got hot. 98th minute.
Tommy,
there shouldn't be much extra time. This game's had tons of flow in both halves. Not a lot of downtime. And this ain't the Prem. They don't give you a lot of time.
Be about 4 minutes, I reckon.
Ref telling Malin to calm down.
Oh, you come to.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, couldn't get the ball to Malin correctly. And deflects off him
I
for
don't
a
think it's
throw.
been a
And
good
it is
start.
starting to look
It's
like
been
it's
really
it,
sluggish.
Jack. We're about to see a new European champion.
Wow.
I wouldn't say new.
A new old
From last year.
champion.
Boring.
Last year was City. There you go.
Uninspiring. Lovely.
Pardon.
Only for the 15th time.
Yeah, I know. The New York
Tommy
Yankees
Murphy.
of Europe, really.
The Champions League is a farmers' league.
It is, I agree.
New Champions League system next year. I'm really looking forward to it.
I am.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see Real Madrid win it
I
a
don't see
different
too
way.
many people complaining about it. I'll be honest with you. I've only had one
I like
complaint.
It's a logical move. Like, it isn't like the Super League, which would have messed everything
Like
up.
it's boring. Like eight games of random teams, and it could be all sorts of matchups we've never seen before. I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think it's basically the same as it is now, but you'll see different matchups. Is basically it. Instead of seeing someone play someone twice, you're just going to see your team play multiple teams.
I'm bad about it, and I'm all about Celtics next year. It's got to finish in the middle.
Be finishing right near the bottom.
The whipping boy of the Champions League.
They're not finishing the bottom. They're going to make it.
Whilst
The
Rangers are
banter
having a
team.
lovely time in Europa League.
Well, they got to qualify first, right?
Yeah, probably.
So ähnlich wie auch in der vergangenen Spielzeit, was den Ausgang angeht, was die Bitterkeit angeht für die BVB.
The score is not representative of Dortmund's play. We do have stoppage time running right now.
No. A more experienced team, if anything, getting the
And
win.
can we throw the coaching in? The idea to let Dortmund to have the ball is a stroke of brilliance.
Yeah, that change from Ancelotti really helped it, I think.
I think Royce has been a very poor sub. Look, he's a legend,
Yeah.
but I think he's slowed down the pace for Dortmund.
100%, and you saw it there. He's like misplacing passes. He's not been on it at all, and yeah, like you've lost the absolute lightning pace of Adeyemi on the attack for Royce, who, yeah, a lot slower, which hasn't helped them at all.
Possibility for Dortmund here. A pass back to Ryerson.
See, right there.
Doesn't connect.
As you were just saying.
Sabitzer tries to lob it in, and it's headed to the keeper, the Real Madrid keeper.
To Thibaut Curtis.
Shut up.
Curtis.
I didn't say Curtis. I said something stupid in that.
My co-host on
Gorgeous.
the Football League Weekly, that's his surname. Curtis. Shout out Reese.
New champion incoming, Tommy boy. Tommy's more into the arcade.
Well, there's going to be a new one either way.
More entertaining.
Yeah, but you know, little German brotherhood here, huh? You don't have to watch.
Welcome. They stole Klopp from you,
You know, Nick.
and they
Exactly.
stole Tuchel.
You know, Nick. Before this game, I had pity for you because you're like British German. But now I don't feel as bad about mocking you because now I know somebody who's like half French, half English. So
Even worse. It's a burden, I know.
I need
See,
a
I've
friend
got
of
the best
Canadians.
combination.
Luka Modric, 53-year-old, bringing it up.
53. What?
Cyrax
Tips up
looks
to
like
Modric,
Tom Cruise.
and intercepted by
I'm
Slaughterbuck.
pure-blooded German.
Slaughterbuck elects to go to lawn ball.
I have the best combination. I have the World Wars and the World Cups, whereas you've only got World Cups.
Exactly, we've...
Back-to-back World War champs.
Yeah.
Cortez.
Champions, champion.
Thibaut Cortez. There you go. Cortez.
Did anybody clip that earlier on in the...
Oh,
Hey,
no,
David.
I don't know.
They taking Mini J off.
Just
yeah,
Just
okay.
barely.
Oh,
I don't know why they want to do that. I want to be on the field.
Yeah,
with
when
that.
it goes by the time, hey? Yeah.
They bring on the
2-0.
best player on Real Madrid's team, Lucas Vazquez.
Oh, they've thrown the game away now, Real
Yeah.
Madrid have. Game over.
Yeah, okay.
Clubman of the year.
Stunning play-by-play commentary there.
Yeah, Dortmund had their chances in the first half, man.
I did get a feeling at the time that it was going to come back to bite them when they didn't get any of those in. it did feel like they had to get the goals when they had the opportunities.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this was just what was going to happen in the end.
And again, you know, like my buzzword this evening has been the phrase experience. But it does come down to experience because Real Madrid have the players who've been there and done that and can mentally play the game.
They're
And I'm not saying
battle-hardened.
that Dortmund can't. They have, battle hardened. Yeah.
Battle-hardened.
But they have really young players who have never been on this stage before and will learn from this.
Honestly, you only need like one leader that's been there to let them know.
Toni Kroos.
Yeah.
Toni Kroos in his last club match, everybody. The tears
It looks
start to
like my
roll
twin brother,
down
actually.
Dortmund's eyes. You can see it.
Womp womp.
Here's a corner kick. Dortmund
Cry me a river, Dortmund.
punched away. Like
Good save by
Coutard.
Cortez.
Flipped away and
What,
picked up
a
in the air
Mexican?
by Courtois. Certainly, he'll take his time.
Also like the 5th version of his name this day.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Close enough for Tommy.
Jude Bellingham
Like an insult when you say it
coming to
like that.
terms with the fact that Real Madrid has won 2-0 and the Champions League of 2024. Congratulations.
What a send off for Toni Kroos. So, what has been everybody's takeaway from the game?
These bums won again.
I'm quite happy to see Kroos win it, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I think
I
that's
think this is like the
that's the
perfect
one.
send-off for one of the best players.
I would rather Dortmund won, but it's definitely nice to see Kroos get one more on the way out. It's well deserved.
Yeah.
Great career. Nice to see Luka Modric get
Really like that.
Luka Modric get one. To be
Yeah.
perfectly honest with you,
What's he doing next season?
what?
Taking up knitting or going to the bingo, I'd assume.
Yeah, getting his
Doing
pension,
his podcast with his brother.
joining Glory Hunters.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Good career choice. We will
So
play
you
him.
know you're washed.
Hey, if you
I think
enjoyed
it's too
our watch along and really appreciate you giving us a shot to join our Discord, please sub. Check out our content. Give us a chance. If you don't like it, you always unsub.
Or just don't. Just stop watching.
You can stop watching.
Yeah,
They subbed.
don't unsub there, please don't.
Yeah.
Don't encourage them.
It's fine. You can keep the subscription. You just don't have to watch it at that point.
Just hate watch us. Don't do
yeah,
that.
do that.
yeah, hate watching. And then write in
It's
the
really
comments
easy
how
to hate
much you
watchers
hate
too
us.
because we have Frenchmen, Englishmen, and Germans. Very easy to hate.
Feel free
Exactly.
to abuse us in the comments.
Especially
Spam
Nick.
us,
He
do
enjoys
anything.
it.
Yeah,
It's a kink of mine.
it's his fetish or whatever. Yeah.
And-
On a day-to-day basis, he pays people to do it for him. So
If that's not enough, we have half English, half Germans, and half French, half Englishmen. So you really can't lose.
Yeah.
We're all as bad.
Whether that's a football match or a world war.
Exactly. We need a
We've
Russian,
got one
don't
more
we?
inside somewhere.
I'm of Irish descent. I'm unhateable.
what do you mean?
That's
Potato boy?
arguable.
Yeah, you're unhateable.
The Irish
You
are
said to
unhateable.
two Englishmen, you're unhateable.
No, I'm talking to people that hate
That'll
English.
just make us hate you even
Why,
more.
why wouldn't we be able to hate you, potato boy?
Because we're the heroes in all the movies. The underdogs.
Name one. Name one hero.
No, Americans.
So you can't name one hero.
Name
How
one
how
hero
many
Irish-
Champions League trophies is that for Luka Modric?
Probably the same as
6.
Kroos. Or
Yeah,
no, he might
6.
be one less because Kroos won one at Bayern. But I don't know if Kroos would have won an extra one with Madrid.
I think I have it written down here somewhere.
It's his 6th Champions League title for Luka Modric.
Look, six
Oh, his
Yeah, that's it.
six times. God damn.
So yeah, he would have grabbed one with Madrid before Cruz joined.
And it's the 6-1 for Toni Kroos as well. Man, what a haul for a player. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's Super Bowl night in Europe. A lot of places around the world. Of course, we got Euros coming up. We're far from done. Copa America coming up. We're far from done. And for you diehard American fans, we got Leagues Cup and Mexicans. Far from done. And when that's all over, new season.
It's only expectations.
It's never over.
It's only opinions. It's only his weak foot.
I'm gonna send a message to Green Man tomorrow.
He's only making history. And repeating it.
Well, if you stick around,
on the Euros stuff.
The next big thing.
Columbus Crew versus Pachuca, we'll be covering here. It's only in about 48 hours.
It's only the big
And we'll be doing it live.
And it's live.
It's actually more impressive Bellingham's defensive work than I was his offensive work today. You know.
I've been trying to
He
talk
didn't
for
really
about
shine
10
going
minutes.
forward.
I didn't realise I'd muted my mic.
You need a damn arm, a claw. We can get one donation for that.
Yeah, one donation. One pity donation.
These cheap viewers we've got.
Exactly. Why don't you pay us?
Expect us to do this all for free, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it for free. I'm paying for all of it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Think of this poor man.
You are a martyr, Tommy.
Yes, you're welcome.
It's the price you
Thanks,
pay to have
Tommy.
friends.
Yeah, you have to spend money.
Exactly.
Give the price to pay that friend.
Spend money to have friends.
I pay for all my friends. I
That'll
pay
be
for all my
£5
friends by
to
giving
all
it
of
the
us out
Zone,
there.
Wow, Apple TV, and whatever other weird service I pay for.
And warm and loving banter.
They're marking it up right now. There's Michael Ballack, who once got slapped in the face by Lucas Podolski, deservedly.
He looks well nowadays.
Nah, I'm sure he hasn't been the same since his son died, poor bastard.
Well, no, his losing magic has sort of rubbed off on the German teams because he was there for Bayer Leverkusen to lose against Atalanta, and now he's rubbed off his magic again on another German side, losing to Madrid.
That's so cool. One of the best
he's
Germans ever.
like her.
Toni Kroos.
Say goodbye. That's his last club match. And he went out like a champion.
A hell of a way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he still had a season or two left in him, but you know, he's gone out whilst he can still play.
They hadn't gone, they would have pulled the treble if they hadn't gone out early in the Copa del Rey.
Yeah.
Funny that.
Ancelotti has done a brilliant job at Real Madrid, considering he was at Everton beforehand.
Yeah, it sort of came out of nowhere. They
You going to
just
bed?
hired him from
Good
Everton,
night.
and he's done phenomenal.
Yeah, brilliant
Mm.
manager. I feel bad for Dortmund, but I don't think anybody here really expected them to win, did they?
No.
No, I can't say I did, but I didn't think it was impossible either The thing that I didn't predict, and I think they didn't predict, that Real Madrid would just switch gears and say, you know what, you can have the ball. And I think that paid off dividends.
Yeah.
And they decided to play the transitional game, and they certainly have the weapons to do it. They came at them like Dortmund expected. Dortmund dealt with it quite well. I think Dortmund's a better team in the first half. I think we could all agree on that. They switched gears in the second and capitalized. And I think that's a story of the Champions League 2024.
And it's also a mark of a good team as well.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Fair play to
Not a huge fan of. I mean, I don't like Real Madrid because, let's be honest, because they're so damn good.
Mr. Darcy in the chat says it's not luck, it's Real Madrid, which I think sums
that's
it up.
true. That's actually really quite.
well.
Yeah, that's well said.
Can Bellingham speak German yet?
I don't know if he speaks. I doubt it. The English are as bad as the Americans when it comes to second languages.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I can't speak French.
He strikes me as the kind that would learn it though.
I remember when who's the former Leeds manager, Marcelo Bielsa, came to England. Throughout his entire time in the country, he didn't learn English. He had a translator next to him for about 4 years.
Good for him.
I missed that translator.
Calling Ipswich Ipshit. Legendary press conference.
He knows.
Michael Ballack is not impressed.
He did. Cry some more, bollocks, or whatever your name is. Ballack. He looks tired, Courtois. Like, what a game considering.
You can't say that Dortmund didn't show up and give him everything. I would never say that about Dortmund. They showed up and gave him what they could, and it was a lot in the first half. I think at the end they got out-coached.
I mean, on another day with the chances they had, this could have easily been a Dortmund win.
Sure. Absolutely. I don't think that's unfair to say, too.
And they can be proud of themselves, really proud of themselves as well, because, like, with all due respect, I know they're still a massive club, but they're an underdog who got to the final.
Yeah. They certainly aren't. Like before the Champions League starts, no one's ever saying Dortmund are going to make the final. Dortmund are going to win.
No.
Especially not now. Maybe a bit more back in the day when the likes of Lewandowski there, but
Klopp
certainly
and
not now.
Lewandowski
and so to make it is like a huge achievement as it is, and to almost pull it off against Real Madrid again is like it was an impressive display today from Dortmund.
A couple of tweaks, they could be staring down the barrel of a Bundesliga. We have a week in Bayern. It could be Bayern Dortmund last year for the chase for that league. So, I think this is it could be a sign that they're a different team this year with a couple tweaks, a couple moves, and they'll have a whole summer to think about it.
Yeah, they're certainly getting better. So,
I mean, I can't imagine the coach going back in the locker room and say, "I'm ashamed of you guys," or even feeling that. I mean, I'd be proud of these guys if I was a Dortmund coach or a Dortmund fan. And this is a tall order to beat a great team,
Certainly. My only worry for them in the league is they got to this final by playing this defensive transition football because they were like the underdog, and I think that sort of played into their hands. Whereas in the league, you're playing like Augsburg.
Yeah.
Are they gonna try and dominate you like PSG do, where you can then exploit that by hitting them quickly on a counter?
Yeah, Zidane is down,
Augsburg
picks up the
are more
trophy.
likely to
Looks
sit
like
back.
he's about to hand it off.
Yeah, and somebody said in the chat, went to the Champions League final despite finishing 5th in the league, which, tells you how well they've done to get to the final.
I think Dortmund's the team to keep an eye on. next year in the Bundesliga. I think it'd be foolish to kind of count them out. You know, they were literally inches away of taking a 2-0 lead, a 2-0 lead in the first half. We could very easily looking at extra time and penalties. How they converted. I do think the better team won. I don't think that's too much of a hot take, you know.
Very controversial there.
Yeah, right. That's me, Mr. Controversial.
You'll be getting a lot of tweets later today for that.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, look out! I'm going to bed.
Do you think the feedback from the Cyrax interview on Sunday is going to be bad? Oh, wait till after that.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Which perceived lolcow do you reckon would make the best football manager?
What? Me? Me? I'm the best.
Yeah.
I'd be the best.
I call you a lolcow though.
Me, by far.
Yeah.
How many sports do you think those two goofballs played? Boogie claims to played American football.
I think Wings did. I swear he did.
No, I don't. I think he got fat after middle school, so that's when you really get to play. Is high school.
Yeah. Boogie playing American football. I'd love to see that. I'd pay to see that.
Well, you could be a little overweight in American football as long as you're fast. And I've seen these guys that are overweight and really, really fast.
Butterbean. No, Butterbean's a boxer. What am I saying?
He's a Butterbean. No, there's guys that have a little junk in the trunk and they're still like could outrun you with all that gear, no problem. Yeah, in that sport.
In football as well, like Neville Southall, a goalkeeper who used to play for Everton. He was quite fat.
Dean Windass was a fat player by the end of it.
Oh God, yeah. Stephen McNulty, he used to play for Luton Town. He was a fat ass.
I don't think nowadays you can do it with the way they know what nutrition is. When was the last time you saw a fat? I mean, the closest thing to a fat player I can think of now is Suarez. He's a little chunky.
Yeah.
You know, and that's it.
Hazard at the start of every season.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how they only have like how many weeks? They have like 6 weeks. they managed to get fat in that period of time, and it's it's a feat.
He honestly does that. It was always a thing. Every single year at Chelsea, start of the year, first like training sessions, Hazard would be fat, and then he plays really well even though he's fat.
Well,
I think you have to be during the season.
You have to be an exceptional talent to be fat and still effective as Evan Hazard.
And that happens all the time in the NBA.
I mean, dart players are fat, so you know they're athletes.
The only sport you can be fat your whole career is baseball. You can be a big fat ass and play baseball.
And baseball and darts. Maybe pool as well.
Yeah.
Because it's all hand-eye.
Impedes your ability to shoot because your stomach gets in the way.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Babe Ruth was quite fat. I'm not wrong.
Yes and no. Towards the end, most of the stuff when film became a little more common, he had put on some weight when he's a younger man, and you don't see those. You only see pictures. He was quite fit, but you know, baseball is one of those sports. It's all hand-eye, and if you put on some weight, it's not going to really affect you all that much. Ruth's job was to put it in the upper deck, and he did.
Tyson Fury. If anybody follows boxing,
is he really fat though, or just big?
But...
Yeah, I feel like he's one of those where he's like he dirty bulks. So he's muscly, but he looks a bit fat.
Real Madrid getting their medals right now.
Whilst we're talking about fat people, Real Madrid are celebrating their Champions League win.
It's good stuff. Tony Cruz is about to get his last time in a club uniform. Not fat.
Very well deserved as well.
Not fat.
Definitely not fat, no. Keyword, yes.
Yeah. Let's see him
That's
in
why he's
2 years.
retiring early.
Yeah, so he can
Can't
sit
be
around
bothered
and
with all this
sit around the
dietary
pub and knock a few out.
shit.
Get fat, join the Glory Hunters.
Yeah.
Life will be sorted.
If you,
Oh yeah.
yeah, watch football instead of playing
he'll
at the
be
highest
looking
level. Nothing's more intense.
I can imagine him being a manager, though, Tony Kroos.
He
comes
definitely
across
has,
as a
he has a
very-
demeanor for it, for sure.
And like the football intelligence for it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, the midfield is the most intelligent position on the football pitch. So.
Well, they're
And
not
do you know
looking
what
at
he's
it.
kind of like? They're always looking to grab power. So
The
It's
captain
Groundhog Day. Real Madrid won.
brings the
Nacho.
trophy to the winner's circle. 2024 champions, Real Madrid. And we get that
Very
celebration.
underwhelming trophy display. No fireworks, nothing.
Oh, confetti. No Lenny Kravitz?
Yeah, but that. No. Oh yeah, fireworks. That's
Oh,
cool.
okay.
I reckon he's got a song lined up.
Oh, this is so Americanized. I hate it. They do that every time Inter Miami scores a goal. You know.
You know.
I think that's it, boys.
Yeah, good stream.
Yeah, it's the type of stream that I like. Hopefully, we get more of these in the future.
Yeah,
Champions
I
Cup
enjoyed it. It was fun.
incoming. Yeah, sure, absolutely. Final
What time's
thoughts,
that on?
Leach.
Our time.
Final thoughts.
Hmm.
This was a good final. Very good final thoughts.
Final thoughts, Nick.
Hooray for Cruz.
For Cruz. Yeah, you're not totally excited that Real. Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's tough to root
Yeah,
for them.
it's just like
You know how good they are.
it's Real Madrid. Yeah, nothing exciting about Real Madrid winning the Champions League, is there?
Not for me. Not for me. Definitely one there. GG's to everybody in the chat, both chats, by the way. I do appreciate it. If you haven't decided to join, please do it now. I'll be in there to chat with y'all if you want to bullshit for a little bit. I think I'll have a beer with y'all. Thanks so much. From us at the Glory Hunter, thanks so much, and have a great one. Wrap it up. Tag it. See you next year.